Hello, one and all. Gonna get going here in just a little bit. A few more of us to get in here. How's it going? Welcome to MLS After Dark, the most mysterious of MLS matches, where anything can happen. MLS After Dark. I think we're going to get going here in about 2 minutes. All right, before we begin here, I would like to set the tone properly here. This is MLS After Dark, after all, but this is the second worst Western Conference team going up against the worst Western Conference team. And so we need to get in the proper mood for it. We need a proper chant. I present to you the proper chant. because we are. I mean, let's just face it. Second worst MLS Western Conference team going up against the worst Western Conference team. We're bleeping bleep. We just are. How's it going, everyone? Brad's got the Dookies out there in the chat. Feel free to, Fraley's got them as well. The toilet bowl. It is what it is. So, we are, Brad, we are definitely flushing twice tonight. Definitely. So, how's it going, everyone? We are going to get through this one together. This is going to be an interesting MLS After Dark experience. That is for sure. By the way, really happy that U.S. Postal Service did not let me down today. And we got the Soccer Zombie shirt from Alvin York on today. Oh man, I just can't believe it's actually here. Like, for real. Like, I have a jersey now, and that's just wow. I thank you guys really, like, for making this happen. Definitely. By the way, update Ryan Fraley noting that New England and Chicago both lost, so they are still below us in the spoon race. I think we're safe from the spoon because I think San Jose is that bad. Aaron Leak checking in from San Jose. Might try to get him on tonight as this watch along goes on. Remember when we had Kane on a few weeks ago from Portland? We're going to try to get that to work tonight. Aaron, I gave you the link earlier if you want to try it. Anytime, we will give it a roll here. Angus McCorder, there is the 2.5 second rule tonight. Thank you guys for everyone that's bought the kit. David Cotton bought the kit and the scarf. First ever member of the supporter section. Thank you very much, David. Brad's also got his on in as well. And you know who else has his Soccer Zombie kit on? It's the always fashionable producer Mason. How's it going, Mason?
We're matching. Imagine that. I guess I have to go home and change.
Wait, you're not home?
I'm broadcasting this from an undisclosed location.
Oh, gotcha. Are you dwelling in a cave right now?
No, that's the other guy.
That's the other guy. That's right. He is currently in Boston. So we're talking about our resident cave dwelling hooligan Sean Campbell from River City.
Parking the car in Harvard Yard.
He's having some chatter, as he drives by Fenway Park.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Except everything. All right. So first things first, we got to talk about this lineup, and I'm not even gonna bury the lead here. I'm not even gonna try to bury the lead here. So I'm gonna pull this up, and we're gonna try to figure this out together because I'm confused.
I have been rotating this lineup in my mind. I am assuming a perfectly spherical lineup. I can't make heads or tails of it. I got to be honest. So if you assume it's a 4-2-3-1 like we usually run, it makes zero sense.
Right. Rasmus Alm is not a center mid, and Rasmus Alm comes in right after Chris Durkin in this lineup. So I'm thinking, like, is he a center mid? Are they going to try him as a center mid? Is this a new skill set unlocked? But I don't think so. So then there has been speculation on Twitter. There's been a lot of speculation on Twitter about this lineup since it came out, also on Discord as well, that maybe it's Marcel Hartl going in as a center mid, but he's kind of, listed up here pretty far as well. I'm thinking, and I'm not alone in this thought, that we're going to have ourselves a 4-1-4-1 tonight with 4 attacking midfielders. We were talking about this earlier, Mason. I'm not sure you are. What are your thoughts? I mean, because I'm not sure you're convinced on that.
I could definitely see it, right? Like, you look at the players on the roster, and that makes some sense. Yeah. But just, I have no evidence to back this up. I have nothing to prove this. It's my gut feeling. This smells like it's a 2 forward lineup. And then, honestly, my gut check on the way that the lineup is lined up, it's Klaus and Thor at the top 2. And so I like, it's like, if I think about it like that, then I see a 4-4-2 or possibly a 4-2-2-2. But I don't know. Do not hold me to that. I have nothing to back that up. It's my gut feeling when I look at it.
Well, we are going to continue this chat on the lineup. Apple TV, of course, will show the ultimate lineup here. But we have a very special guest with us tonight. I teased him earlier. He is checking in live from San Jose. Aaron Leak from the crowd in San Jose, man. How's it going, Aaron?
Well, we just got here. Long drive from Napa to get back to the stadium in time, but
you draw a long drive from Napa. Oh,
yeah, I know that there's a whole lot of sympathy going on right now. Warm-ups are done, so they went back into the locker room, just waiting for everybody to come back out. Crowd is what you would expect for 14 versus 15 tonight.
Yeah, John Fisher crowd as well.
Yeah.
The lineup. So what I was reading was 4-1-4-1, thinking Durkin would be the lone defensive midfielder. Alm and Thor would play like kind of almost a wing, and Klaus would be alone up top. But that was just my guess.
Yeah, and that was Jeremy, and I think you're thinking along the lines of Jeremy here, who posted his idea of what the lineup could be. Klaus up top, and I don't know. I really don't know what to really make of this, but we'll find out here in a bit. I mean, we're just.
Well, it does look pretty in the Bay Area, doesn't it?
It really does, actually. So describe the stadium. It's pretty nice stadium.
So actually, the stadium is really cool. It's open end on one side, so it's basically like a horseshoe, kind of almost like an Ohio State. It is right next to the airport. Literally, planes will be flying right overhead.
Oh, fun!
I'm pretty sure that the players can take golf carts from the locker room right over to their charter plane and be in the air in 15 minutes. But yeah, overall, they don't have a ton of concessions, but what they make up for it is they've got at least 9 food trucks parked out on the open end. So you're not hurting for food out here. So I don't know. It's a nice stadium. Better than Kansas, that's for sure.
And probably better than Houston, right?
Ooh. Yeah, probably. The views are pretty nice too.
Houston's not bad. It's very concrete.
Yes. This feels like a soccer stadium. So all of the major seats are up off of field level. So you do have kind of like some field box seats or whatever. But yeah, the sight lines are great from probably pretty much everywhere because it's higher banked than some. So even if you're higher, you're not as far away from the field.
Nice. And I see some City Red behind you, over behind your left shoulder there. Is there a lot of City Red there tonight?
No. There's some, don't get me wrong, but we're significantly outnumbered even over here in the supporter sections.
Oh, so you are in the City supporter section.
I am one section over. I am not a season ticket holder. I was not allowed to get supporter tickets. So I bought one section over.
There we go. That's smart. So, all right, Aaron. Well, have fun. Hopefully it's even though it's the 2 worst teams in the Western Conference, they can make something out of it tonight and enjoy the game with you and what fans are there.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll check in with you hopefully halftime and postgame. How about that?
Sounds good. All right. Enjoy, everyone.
All right, have fun. All right, Aaron Leak joining us from San Jose. We'll check in with him very later, man. This channel, Mason, is big enough to have field reporters. You know, I mean, Kane was our field reporter when you were out, a couple weeks ago, and now we've got Aaron. You'd love to see it.
You never would have thought it, right?
Yeah, never, ever. So kind of going back into some of the lineup chat here. And by the way, I want to give a quick plug to I have a Discord now. It is the Soccer Zombie Discord. And I am going to try and find something for you that you can find on that Discord. Looking for a certain post. I'm not seeing it right now. But anyway, I'm just going to pull up the screen for you just to kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So the link is in the description below if you want to join the Soccer Zombie Discord. Here we go. You get some, you get all sorts of different topics you can talk about, including the game itself. You also get insider information. So Bob Sacamano mentioned earlier that Henry Kessler is probably out today. And he has photographic evidence that Henry Kessler will not be in the lineup tonight because they were at the Forest Park balloon race earlier today, and that was Henry in Forest Park. So
called that one accurately, at least.
it did. And then also I saw someone tweet that Leuven ordered food somewhere in St. Louis today. I guess their friend served him at whatever restaurant that he was at today. So...
I saw the same thing. And then I heard that it was because Leuven is on regen, and so he just stayed home.
Yeah, but yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, feel free. The link's in the description below. But let's talk about Leuven real quick. So that was kind of a surprise. Leuven's not just in the starting lineup. He's not even on the bench.
He didn't even travel with the team, apparently.
No, so. and is it fair to make more out of it, or do you think it's just him getting a breather?
I'm choosing to remain optimistic about this and say that he's just on regen, and he maybe had like a little bit of a knock in that game. Maybe it's why he wasn't quite as effective in the last game as well. And so just don't risk it. Who cares at this point, right? Just let him rest. Because the alternative is some really, really bad news for his family, I think.
Yeah, and let's fingers crossed that's not the case. Obviously we want to, hope everything's going well there. He was recently just on the Ball Watching podcast. Very good interview, and it was a very. He was quite, honest about a few things, and But the thing that I took away from it is that he legit seems to love it here in St. Louis, and I'm happy for him that he's finally found roots somewhere, because he talked a little bit about how he bounced around a lot when he was playing in Germany, and it's good he's found a home here.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of seems to happen a lot. I feel like kind of throughout like all the teams that we've had is sometimes you just get guys, they come here and they kind of don't want to leave, and even if they do end up leaving, they come back.
Yeah. By the way, thoughts and prayers tonight to Kane, who is not in San Jose tonight, our last foreign reporter. He is actually on the East Coast tonight, so it is now 10:33 for Kane tonight. And Kane, if you are still here at the end of this watch along, you are a brave and bold man.
Going for the Iron Man run.
Because I'm worried about my ability to survive this, honestly.
Yeah.
By the way, I just realized something. I did not have the banner going. I did not have the banner going at the bottom. I am a professional at this. See, it's almost like it's the two worst teams in the league, and I kind of don't care. But yeah, here we go. There we go. Now I'm a professional.
Yeah.
So.
It's the battle for the basement. No one's paying attention anyway.
Yeah, and also I felt the video background behind us here was appropriate, given that it is MLS After Dark after all. So
yeah,
definitely. Some other notable things about the lineup that stood out to me: Tomas Totland is back at right back, and
yes, and I'm happy to see it. To be honest,
same. Nothing against Jake Nerwinski. I was glad that he's been given a chance to play and earn his next contract, either here or elsewhere. But I think we can all agree, save for the Galaxy game, that something was lacking on the right side with Totland out and Nerwinski in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to discredit him because he had that ball in that set up the goal in that Minnesota game. It's not like he did poorly up front. It's and he did pretty well in defense as well. Honestly, he played pretty well. I just we got Tots. We should play Tots, right?
Oh, totally, absolutely. I was actually kind of wondering if they would dare go with Kojima at right back tonight, just because he's been logging all that time at City 2, but I don't think he's quite ready for prime time on right back yet, just based on what I saw from him last Sunday.
Yeah, and probably no need to, right?
Yeah.
Because Tots has had a couple of weeks off. He's probably more than like fit to go the rest of the season. And so I think it was more a matter of who's winning the training battles. It might now be Nerwinski that's winded, so, who knows?
Yeah, he's probably someone that's like, maybe he's raring to play, like the time off. And yes,
thanks for listening.
We're rocking the SZs tonight. And Tim's ordered the scarf. Very nice. We do have the scarf is for sale, by the way. That just went on sale a few days ago, and it's more or less what you see, just in a scarf form, and at half the price as well. So if you're waiting for the scarf, it is on sale at oliveandyork.com. Ryan Fairley telling everyone, grab some coffee and suck it up. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I might have to break it out tonight. We are all in for a late night, as Jeremy says. And Kane,
I've got my my energy drink for late evenings.
Very nice. I've got my performance enhancer here, Tim Parker Pilsner, who, by the way, did you see that apparently he is already getting dogged by Revs fans because apparently he's not hustling as much as he should be in New England.
Oh, does that sound familiar to anyone?
Well, I mean, I never saw Parker as a lollygagger,
No, but a lot of people did here.
Yeah, that's true.
You used to see it all the time, that he had concrete in his shoes and all that. It's like, he's one of the fastest players we had got out there. What game are you watching?
Yeah, but apparently his efforts stayed in St. Louis, so salute Tim Parker. Speaking of center backs, first time in a long time, we are seeing one Joshua Yarrow starting today. I'm glad he's getting the start, honestly, because he needs to earn his next contract.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Yarrow is the obvious go-to guy when Kessler is out. And I'm kind of surprised to see Durkin in the lineup after he had to go out for that knee injury. I am not surprised at all to see Kessler out when he had to go through concussion protocol twice. You leave him out of there. Don't throw him out there. But Yarrow is obviously the next guy up there. So it's good to see him. I hope that he does well, because it's been a while since he's run out, but every time he runs out, he does well, in my opinion. So,
yep. By the way, it's not just St. Louis City fans in the chat tonight. We have a Club America fan. Julio is checked in. How's it going, Julio? Viva Club. They're still showing up. By the way, I mean, I ran into a Club America fan when I was in Florida, and we were actually at the outlet mall where I got my $30 Messi authentic jersey, and we talked about because the game was just before that, the 4-2 thriller, and very complimentary of how we played, and he gets to see great football every week with Club America, so it's kind of nice to get some dap on that. But yeah, Julio's actually saying it's kind of bad for Club America right now. They're losing. Did we cause this, Mason?
Well, I think the Club America started kind of slow to start this new season, so I guess maybe they just I thought they were going to pick it up, to be honest. But
well, Julio, if it was our fault that we caused Club America's tailspin, we're sorry, but we're not sorry, because you also gave us some confidence there for a second there. Yeah. So, but Julio's actually
I'm looking at the Liga MX table for the first time. I will not be stating what Liga MX team I support, because I think he would be really mad at me. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Possum Boy checking in. Go City. How's it going, Possum? Liking the new faces we are seeing here. Pull up something here real quick from this is from the Chat City Tactics Discord. So we've got predictions for the game tonight. I predicted 2-0. Mason, what was your prediction? I picked two different scores on accident. So in the charity challenge, I predicted 3. In the app, I predicted 2-0.
Gotcha. So we're of like-minded here, and according to the simulated projections of this game, and these are simulations by not exactly sure, honestly, what service that they use for this, but it looks fancy, so we'll go with it. The projections show that St. Louis should win this one. 2.42 goals for and 1.57 against. So analytics can't be wrong, right?
They've never lied to us before, right?
Never, ever. I also mentioned this because I'm working on getting Chat City Tactics on for a discussion on analytics on my channel coming up pretty soon. So it looks like we are about ready to start.
It also seems like maybe I missed the lineup on Apple TV.
I think
that's a shame.
So we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out as the game goes on. Mason, we'll check in with you at halftime.
All right, let's go City.
Let's go City. All right. So actually, here is the lineup right on cue. It is a 4-1-4-1. Thor on the left, Hartle and Toyshirt in the center attacking mid roles. Alm on the right, Durkin as the center mid pivot. So Jeremy Clements, give yourself a pat on the back. You called that one. Along with, I understand Matt Baker also called it as well. So no, we didn't know what to expect, Mason. Honestly, you're not a fool. We're all fools. I mean, we're watching 13 versus 14 tonight together. I mean, this is pretty bad. So yeah, Jeremy Clements, nicely done, Jeremy. And timer is underway. There we go. So yeah, we got a timer for this channel. I'm going to remember at halftime to get it going for the second half. So that way I don't have to call out what time it is. So very high-tech technology here. Got off Amazon for like $15, by the way. All right, what can we expect from this one tonight? All right, Kim Harvey, by the way, you got a Soccer Zombie shirt. I saw that on Twitter. Thank you so much, Kim. Kim has an assumption that Leuven picked up a knock. That could be. Ryan, I'm kind of with you. I'm not taking this match too seriously since it's 13 versus 14. I mean, you just heard me and Mason during the pregame chat. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of serious chat there, honestly. I hope they have fun. I just hope they have fun. And like, I was thinking about this too. Is like, what if this is like another 3-3 thriller? Like, is it going to be that thrilling? Also, if we're allowing San Jose to score 3 goals on us, like, yikes, yikes. San Jose is bad. San Jose is really, really bad. All right, I'm going to catch up on some comments here that came from earlier. Angus noting that per his power rankings, this match has the lowest combined team value rating for this week. I believe it, honestly. I really do believe it. We have a Joe Aquini sighting. He is playing for FC Cincy right now. I hate it too. Also, he's wearing a Vasilev Batman mask as well. I wonder if Vasilev gave it to him because we know Vasilev loves the Batman mask. He really does. By the way, my game is, I'm looking at it right now. I'm back on the laptop for this one, the third screen, because I ran into that issue last week where I just didn't have enough screens for what I was doing. All right. Okay, so according to St. Louis City SC fan, Hackworth saying that Leuven's absence tonight is precautionary. So, and Nilo Cook against Minnesota, resting him is good. I really want to see what Totland and Ulm can do on the right. We have not seen that enough this year, and I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it. My timer looks to be maybe like a half second fast on the game from my point of view, but I'm not going to fix it. It's close enough. Yeah, Jeremy noting that we don't have a great win-loss record in these Confluence kids. They are way too clean to have this terrible track record. Well, we'll have them for another year. They'll be back for next season because next year we get the new home kit shot. Let's go! And say it with me. City leads! Cedric Toy Shirt. Not wasting time. Nice feed into the box. Toy Shirt. Just Johnny on the spot, right where he needed to be. Nice cross by Alm. Nice dummy by Alm as well. So Horn crosses it in, Alm dummies it, and it is Toy Shirt. You love to see it. You love to see it. 1-0. Come on. Come on. You know what? I've answered the question. I can get excited about this game. I can get excited, definitely. You love to see it. Yes. Toy Shirt 1-0. Choo choo. I need to get a choo choo like sounder on my button board. Very nicely done. Toy Shirt is massive. Already feeling somber for the San Jose fans. I mean, they have John Fisher as an owner, so I would be very somber too. By the way, shout out to any Oakland Athletics fans that might be watching. This your final homestand has started. Yeah, hopefully it's not a repeat of last weekend. We know what happened there, although San Jose tried to get into the box but lost control. Wow, ESPN knows what's going on before Kane does. Choo choo. What's going on, John Denning? Welcome. Rick Alm with the exact same dummy that Klaus had. Yes, you saw that. Yeah, Klaus had that dummy a couple weeks ago to set up Betcher, I believe it was, and we just saw that again tonight. Sensing a trend here. I'm sensing a trend here that I like. Yeah, Rasmus Alm is back. Alm taking lessons from Klaus on that. Chipper by Totland. Thor's not quite high enough. And San Jose is going to try to progress it down the right side. Klaus trips up the guy. Foul. Can't do that. Yeah, let's keep the lead, please. Kane's one prediction was that Toy Shirt was going to score. I think that's a safe bet at this point, honestly. I mean, this is Toy Shirt's 6th goal in a St. Louis uni. That's massive when you consider how long he has been in St. Louis. That is massive. Absolutely massive. Yep. And Jeremy, yep, that is now 6 goal contributions for Toy Shirt. Yep. Daniel Betzel, how's it going? Hope you're having a good evening. We are, because we're leading. We're winning a soccer game for now, because that's no guarantee that we'll keep this lead ever. Because we have lost 25 points from leading positions this year. Tops in the MLS. You'll never sing that. All right, John Fisher already complaining that PayPal Park is not adequate, and he built it. John Fisher is not adequate in general. Just he's not adequate to run a snow cone machine. Yep, very awesome play by Alm to set that up. Us leading isn't news. That's holding one. Yes, exactly. Rick thinks that Thor needs to lose the headband and is restraining his power. Jeff, at least we are topping something. That is true. Besides sadness. Oh, another chance in the box. Klaus just wide. But I'm liking the effort. Thor with the effort there too. That was a good hustle by Thor to at least get it to Klaus. Yep, Thor carries it into the box. Yeah, he kind of loses his footing, slides it back to Klaus. Yeah, Klaus just barely missed. Didn't have the greatest angle, though. Woof. But Kane, I agree with you. I think the headband is what gives Thor his power. We just saw it right there. I am all about the headband. Oh, Rick's saying no headband. The pass is 2 feet forward. I'm telling you. Okay. That's the new controversy. Is the headband holding Thor back? Is it the headband? So like a restraining device. Ryan, is it just weird that I find it super weird that I saw a CEFCU ad in the stadium? They also must have branches in Cali. I've never been to California, so not sure. Oh, No Goal Patrol checking in tonight at Henke's in Florissant. So can't hear me right now. So I'm talking about you, No Goal Patrol, but you're not hearing me. But No Goal is joining the chat. I assume this might be the logo maker himself, Kyle. If not, tell Kyle I said hi and thank you. By the way, I owe him another beer. I think I paid a beer for the SZ logo, and I think I think I'm overdue for another one. I agree, Kane. The headband is his Mjolnir. Although Mason thinks it's a restrictor headband, like this is Talladega. I love it. Or like if you're a Formula fan, his DRS isn't activated with the headband on. That might be too deep of a cut. I don't know how many Formula fans there are. Buckethead knows what's up. Henke's. I've heard good things about Henke's. I've never been there, but I've heard good things about it. Angus thinks that the headband might be too taut. Is it constricting airflow to his brain? This is the type of conversation you come for here in the watch along. Is the headband too tight? Rick, continuing, the goal he scored that was taken back, his headband was stripped back in our half. He went crazy. Where else can you go for that kind of analysis but an MLS After Dark Soccer Zombie watch along? Thank you, Rick. Thank you so much for that. Because I would never guess that. Daniel Betzel checking for a PK for us here. Ooh, let's see here. I got kind of rambling here. I've been completely missing the play here because we're talking about headbands. I like how we're actually getting a look at what the refs are seeing. Is this another one of those? Was he in? Was this like an in the box? Yeah. Okay. It was just like Klaus last week, where it's a question of whether it's in the box, I guess. And that's just like Klaus. That's really close. Yeah. Buckethead. I noticed that too. Studs were up. Here's the call. It's contact. Is it a pen though? That's the question. Definitely a dangerous tackle. I agree. But the question is, was he in the box? Let's figure it out. It is a penalty. Here we go. We got a penalty kick. I thought the Klaus foul from last week was closer to a PK than this one was. Angus, consult me for an amateur neurology analysis. Good to know. Yep, we got a peno. And I assume this is going to be Hartle taking this because Leuven is not in San Jose tonight. Rick, San Jose just wants to move to Vegas or something. Dude, the Vegas, Vegas has a USL team that they don't draw flies. Like they are not a very well-run club. Like, if that's any indication whether MLS would survive in Las Vegas, there you go. Look up the Las Vegas Lights attendance, and you will cringe. Ryan thinks that's a makeup call. Kim's surprised that he didn't get booked. I think there was a case there for a yellow, definitely. All right, Hartle, don't screw this one up. Here we go. And to tourist money. I think that's what Kroenke, hopes for with his mega stadium in LA, because Lord knows they can't get enough of their own fans there. Here's Hartle. Patiently. Wait for it. Here we go. He's got the arms going, a little skippy skip, and it goes in. I don't know. Was that necessary? The headline has been written. I'll take it. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. But what was that motion? I swear he doubled down on the ridiculousness of his step up. Like, oh man, you know what? It got a goal. 2-0. 2-0. I'll take it. The dance and score. Yabba dabba doo. Yeah, Rick, that was definitely cheeky AF. He just embarrassed that poor SJ Keeker. Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry. What was that? Thank you, Joey Zanaboni. I appreciate that. I added some new sounders, by the way, just in case you didn't notice. Yeah, 2-0. We're leading San Jose as we should. But why is there a part of me that's actually surprised? Is it because we've been that bad? I just updated the banner. Maybe I'll update it again here. Nope. It's skied. Thor tries to keep it in, but whips. Can't believe he got away with that, Mason. Yeah, I can't either. Like someday someone's gonna stop him, and he's gonna be a meme. Gonna be a meme. Saw some comments from earlier about Vegas. I'll get to those in a bit. Jeremy Clement, let's freaking go. No goal patrol, baby steps, definitely. Yeah, Mason, the banner is your job. If you want to continue working here for, the vast salary that you make, SJ goalie's been super poor all season. SJ in general has been super poor all season. And Daniel makes a good point. We've been terrible. San Jose is obscenely bad. Like, my Gebhardt charity challenge pick is already in jeopardy because I picked 2 goals in the charity challenge. We're already at 2 goals. And that means that if we don't get another goal in this game, it's probably going to be a boring game. I hope we get more goals. I hope I lose that challenge. STL, Lurkin Turtle, I see you, bud. How's it going? Welcome. Tim's Bucket Hat's naming his kid Marcel. That's a good choice. Rick continuing with the headband conspiracy. Conspiracies can be fun. Conspiracies can be fun. Superstitions can be fun. What's not fun is San Jose getting a dangerous free kick here, but it goes right into the wall. And because of San Jose, maybe it wasn't all that dangerous at all. But they stay with it. Header, no one there. Fouled anyway, going the other way. No problem. Mason, maybe picking 3 on accident will pay off. Could be. Marcel Bucket Hat has a nice ring to it, or Marcel B Hat. I like that. So does Bucket Hat. You'll have to see it. Angus making a good analogy. San Jose is almost as bad as Miami is good. I agree with that. Thor with a silly foul. I feel we've said that a couple of times this year, Daniel. Jeremy, what we're really missing is a competition between Hartle and Teuscher when it comes to who's going to be on the home kit next year. I think that's a fair grapple at this point, honestly, because Hartle's the superstar. He's the one that got all the hype, but it's Teuscher that's bagging the goals. Aaron Leak, if you are there, Buckethead pointing out everyone is slipping on that field. Is that what you're seeing, Aaron? Is it a bad field there? Doesn't look terrible. Did it rain there? Ryan, I mean, how many times would CF97 get relegated if we had that? That's true. Ryan's got a plan. Hartle might be the home kit. Teuscher might be getting the confluence. Very nice. Bald Espinoza, though, but Giannis Horn wins the foot race. I like saying that. Giannis Horn wins the foot race because he's not the quickest. Yeah, Jeff pointing out Berkey just slipped. Don't like to see that. Toy shirt to Thor. You are not him. Stop it. Jeremy, speaking of CF97, thoughts on Berhalter's rumored hire? I mean, sure. I don't think it's going to work. But, I mean, if it's Chicago Fire, I mean, why not? Why not? Why not give Greg a chance? I mean, and nothing else, why not give us St. Louis fans something to pick on Chicago about? I mean, they're doing us a service by hiring Berhalter because we are definitely, if Chicago Fire fans like to try to pick fights with St. Louis fans, and we don't take the bait usually on Twitter. Maybe this is how we get involved. Maybe them hiring Berhalter was the fuel they needed. Oh, Greg. Ball goes out of bounds. Buckethead is not a fan of Greg, but it would be good for an MLS team, especially Chicago, if it can't get much worse for them. That was kind of my point. Why not? If you're Chicago, why not? And honestly, Berhalter, maybe MLS is his cap. He's another Bruce Arena in that regard. Maybe he found his level, and that's a mid to low table MLS club. I mean, any lower, and you're talking about, becoming the manager of Union Omaha or something. I think it's a little better than League One. Yeah. And Daniel, I agree. The Fire are in a might as well give it a shot level. Definitely. Some other comments that I missed here. Man, chat is active tonight. You guys are really active. There's 25 of you people watching this right now. How's it going, guys? Thank you so much for joining us on this this absolutely glorious last place versus second last place game. Welcome. I know I have missed some comments here. You guys are so active tonight. Talking about Vegas earlier. So Jose Baptista is working hard to change the culture in Vegas. Significant improvement over the previous owner, and I think they've had some good results lately as well. Maybe they can turn that around. Definitely. That's a team that I would like to do a road trip and see. David. Actually, now that I've got your attention, I'm actually thinking of going out to Cali next year to do some more USL games. Particularly, I want to see the Oakland Roots at the Oakland Coliseum. Let's see if we can make that happen. And then, of course, visit your Sacramento Republic as well. I've got my scarf down there. It's down here somewhere. I'm not going to go pick it up because the last time I did, someone scored. I think Club America scored against us, so I'm not going to make that mistake again. But, David, I might be coming out your way to see you next year. We'll see. It's very tentative at this point. Brad also, he commented earlier, he really likes the Vegas Lights jerseys. They do have some really good kits. Brad also saying, let me know if we go out to Vegas for some lights. Love it. Doomslayer Alm. No Goal Patrol giving us some perspective. Thor is developmental, shows promise, and minutes in the long run could make us money. That's true. I mean, we have to keep that in mind. Post-match checking in here. First time here. Love the content. Started watching from your Reading FC videos. Thank you for the coverage. Oh, thank you, Post-match. And welcome, by the way. Are you in England or are you American-based? I need to do another video on Reading, by the way, because that situation just gets sadder and sadder. Part of the reason I haven't done a video on the latest Reading FC development is because it's sad. And I just can't stomach it right now, but I think soon I'll have to do something on it. In case you don't know, Dai Young is their owner, kind of a shady guy, maybe connected to the Chinese government somehow. He's running Reading FC into the ground. They were in the Premier League a few years ago, and another takeover bid, just a really good bid, got foiled because Dai Young is a C word, and I'm going to let you pick what the C word is. So that's kind of the nutshell of it. But I got to talk about that some more. Yeah, David also noting that the Oakland Coliseum is high on the list for the next season as well. I definitely got to see that. And David, I agree. Let's definitely do the Coliseum. Should be able to get tickets for it. I mean, they're not. I don't know what the capacity is going to be for the Oakland Roots at the Coliseum. It's obviously not going to be the whole stadium, obviously. But I saw the configuration. I think they're supposed to have upwards of 15,000, 20,000 maybe. Maybe opening day they get that. I don't know the rest of the way though, but I definitely want to check that out for sure. All right, back to the game. I got the running time going behind me here, so I don't need to give you a time cue. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot happening the last few minutes. Seeing a lot of comments about Alm tonight. Oh, here we go. Oh, Thor slipped. That field is crap. That field is. I'm seeing what you're saying, because Thor definitely ate it there on that far side. That's all right, though. St. Louis still with the chance. Hartle gets it up forward into the box. Cleared out and cleared. That was Toyshirt there trying to center it. Yeah. They're slipping all over the place tonight. This field is crap, and it looks like a grass field because I'm seeing like the clumps in there. So it's a grass field. It's just a bad field. Again, Aaron Leak, if you're there and you're watching, let us know. Like, are you seeing what we're seeing? Is this field just absolute garbage? Post match, are we talking about like Bradford City level bad here? As Durkin's out. Durkin made it 24 minutes and he's out. He was down. I saw him sitting there, and now Durkin's taken out. Why did we play him tonight? What's the point? We're not going to the playoffs. We're not fighting against relegation, as others have pointed out here. Durkin's got a bad knee. Why are we playing him on this trash field? Why? And hopefully him going out is just precautionary. I hope so. Again, Buckethead, why did we start him in the first place? Makes no... I don't want to get into this discussion tonight. John Hackworth, yes or no? I have an opinion on John Hackworth and his future in St. Louis as the gaffer. What are your thoughts on John Hackworth? I have thoughts, but I want to hear yours first. Because I have questions. Buckethead, this gives us the same vibes when Hack started Nilsson and he went out. The player may really want to play bad, but the coach has to say no. So, again, Jeremy, you pointed out we signed JGR. We also have Akil Watts. Watts hasn't played on the main roster in some time. He would love the chance. He can play DM. He's a natural DM. He's playing for a contract as well because I think he has an option. My feed, my stream just got my game feed just got a little fuzzy. Oh, it's back. There we go. All right. So here's some opinions. Mason, yep, here we go. Daniel Hackworth, no. Rick, no. Bucket Hat wants him back as technical director, but we need another coach with experience. So I'll put that kind of a borderline no. Fraley, no. Brad, no. Jeff is not sold on Hack. Need a coach that is not biased and plays players based off skill, and not like Klaus, who gets to play because they like. Okay, I'm not even going to regard that. Klaus, I'm not going to tolerate Klaus slander tonight. Klaus does a lot for this team. Maybe he doesn't get on the score sheet, but like, remember that dummy from a couple weeks ago? He does. I mean, no, I'm not going there. But back to Hack. Why did we sign JGR if we won't play him when there is a game screaming for a JGR start? This is the worst team in MLS. San Jose. We are not going to the playoffs. End of story. Oh, what a save by Berkey. What a save.
What a save. God thank.
Very nice save there. What a save. Dodged a literal bullet there. I agree. Kim wants me to play zombie. That's copyright strike. I can't do that. Jeremy, back to Hack. I like Hack as a manager. Seems like a real player's manager. He's done well to get the group playing together again. I agree. Oh, Rick is pointing out that you can hear the St. Louis people on the broadcast. You got to love to see it. Mason wanted to know what's on the back of my jersey is Franklin number 16. That's my favorite number. So I posted a YouTube video of me unboxing the jersey. You can check that out. No Go Patrol, NOGOAL, no goal. That's their chant. I love it. But back to Hackworth. Let me go back here. I will address Hanton's point here in that I found his obsession with Jake Nowinski to be a little befuddling. Like, I get his comment about training and like you want to reward players that train hard. I really do get it, but it's Jake Nowinski. He is what he is. And you put him, and my problem with how he handled Nerwinski isn't so much that he was getting game time because he's playing for his next contract. So you want to, do the right thing by him as this shot goes out of bounds. You want to do the right thing by Nerwinski, but you also want to play Nerwinski to his strengths. Nerwinski's strength is not as a forward player, but how many times did he get caught playing way too forward because that's what our system dictates? Watts would be better in that regard. Kajima would be better in that regard, and he's not even a full-blown right back. I get resting Totland as well because Totland was very tired. But my thoughts on Hackworth, I'm kind of going back to I'm going to go back to what Bucket had said about him. I want Hack as a technical director, but we need another coach with experience. That's my stance as well. I think Hackworth should stay in the organization. I think he brings good stuff to the table, but I'm not the biggest fan of his player selection, not the biggest fan of his tactics in game. I want someone else, but I wouldn't mind if he stayed on as a technical director. So, apparently my rant has drawn some donations here. Bucket Hat with a $4.99 super sticker. Bucket Hat. Is it because I acknowledged you? Acknowledge your thoughts on is it because we agree on Hackworth? If so, thank you, bud. Really, really do appreciate the donation there. And also, Jeremy Clements with a $1.99. Thank you, Jeremy, so much. If you guys are enjoying this watch along, you don't have to donate. You can join the supporter section if you want. It's just 99 cents a month, like they did. But if you just want to hit a like, just hit the thumbs up button on this video. That would really help get this video out to more people. So thank you very much for Jeremy and Bucket Hat for that. Bucket Hat, $4.99. Jeez, would you whiz? Jeremy, by the way, he's on the fence about Hack. I don't think I want him appointed unless we truly cannot do better. I think that's a good point. I think that's a very good point. And yeah, Nerwinski can only do so much. Ryan thinks that Hackworth is clearly a front office guy, not a modern day MLS head coach. I can see that. Daniel thinks that making Kajima visible is kind of egregious. We're talking about jerseys next year, the new home kit next year. Kajima's going on the back. End of discussion. It's done. It's over. I just need the jersey to come out so I can put his name on the back. I don't mind Kajima not playing because it's clear with his play in City 2, him playing at right back, it's a chance for him to get game time, but also a chance for him to experience right back and see if maybe there's something there as well, which I think there could be. I think he needs more time there, but I think there could be. I'm okay because it looked like Kajima was kind of gassed himself as time went on here with all the playing time that he got, maybe in a little over his head. So I'm okay with how he's handled Kajima. I would like to see Kajima more down the stretch of this season, getting some main roster time if it benefits him, obviously. But yeah, I'm not as, that's not what bugs me about Hack so much. It's other things. And Mason makes a good point here. Hack's been between a rock and a hard place most of his tenure, but makes decisions that are truly befuddling, especially from a coach with his record. So I definitely agree with that. So we got another look at the toy shirt goal as San Jose. They came back late from that replay. A shot goes into the stands. And looks like San Jose is going to get a corner kick out of this. Yeah, let's see this replay here, MLS. Shot, and it was good D there. Good D there to get back there and get a foot on that. I think that was Watts coming back there. Watts, if you want to earn that next contract, if you want that option picked up, you want more playing time, that's what you got to do. Good job, Watts. Espinoza is going to take this corner kick on the far side into the box. Goes into no man's land. Chance, but Berkey, I'm not going to play the sounder for that. That was easy. Just couldn't get anything on that shot. Bucket Hat. Right here, man. Right here. Right here. Love you too, man. Appreciate you. Yes, Angus, by becoming a member of the supporter section for 99 cents a month, you pay for literal drops of coffee every month. So thank you. New jerseys, new kit should come out December, January-ish. You'll also notice that the current home kit will probably be on a deep discount. So, yeah, if you're patient, you can get a MLS jersey really cheap in the offseason, especially if it's the jersey they're phasing out, like the Spirit kits. Like you could have gotten an authentic Spirit kit for like $25, honestly, because that they're just trying to push them out the door. When can we get a slip counter? Oh, I don't know if there is a device in this world that has that can tally all the slips tonight. Yeah, this turf is bad. Oh, and yeah, that's right. Watts caught the ball, passed into a turnover. Oof. Maybe easy on the praise there for Watts. Lurkin, Nogoal. Yeah, that's as much as that save's going to get. All right. Mason pointing out about 20 players watching that ball. Okay. No Goal Patrol stirring the pot. Hack has been an integral part of our club's early success. Change his mind. That's not the issue. I think he has a role in this team. I think technical director is his role. As a gaffer, as an in-game manager, I'm not there. I'm not there with him. Yeah, poor No Goal Patrol with the banana hands. Rip. Buckethead, I'm really curious to see where we go with the color and design for the next home kit. I've been wanting a navy kit. I want something like the St. Louis Stars kits, with the St. Louis like across the front, or maybe like the sash, like Cudis used to have. I'm a big fan of the sash in soccer jerseys. Very underrated look. And if you want to see what I'm talking about, look at River Plate's home jerseys with the red sash that goes right down the front. You can also see the sash with Vasco da Gama in Brazil, my Brazilian club, thanks to one Sasha Fox who got me turned on to them. They're black with white down the front. It's really a sharp look. I'm actually getting that jersey from Classic Football Shirts, hopefully any day now. All right. No Goal Patrol wants rally towel yellow, but he might be biased. That's kind of your deal there. Uh-oh. I might have to trademark this design, because what if St. Louis takes this design? I don't think it's going to happen. Because only a zombie could be so crazy to come out with a jersey with like alternating vertical and horizontal checkerboard design. Like, just, it could only come from the mind of a zombie. Yeah, Quakes have been actually kind of active in the last 5 minutes or so. They've definitely owned the ball in our zone, but problem is it's the Quakes, so they just can't convert on those chances. Jeremy, responding to No Goal Patrol from earlier, I don't think we can argue Hack's contributions to this club. His work with City 2 and what he did in the first season is a part of the history forever. Again, wasn't he the manager for City 2 in 2022? I think he was. But then Jeremy continues, I think that's separate from the discussion about him being the manager to lead this team forward. Not sure he's earned that outright yet, and I agree. I want to see what else is out there. I'm sure Lutz knows someone that, maybe someone in Germany that, another second Bundesliga man. Is that what we need? Do we need another second Bundesliga import? Don't we have enough? All right, Tim's Buckethead working on his dad game here. The Quakes are getting a little seismic. No. Boo that man. Boo that man. Be a better example for Marcel B. Hat. Come on. Jeremy, tectonic plates are shifting as the Quakes grow into this game. Better. Hertzler would have been a fantastic pick for St. Louis. We weren't getting Fabian Hertzler. We were not getting Fabian Hertzler. I mean, Brighton took him, for God's sakes. We were going to beat Brighton for him. I mean, Daniel points out that the second Bundesliga guys we brought in have been pretty good. I can't disagree with that. And if that's the culture, I mean, that's the culture. Shot outside the box goes Aarons. Toy Shirt really feeling himself tonight. Or feeling like himself, never mind. MLS After Dark, where you never know what lewd things that the announcer might say accidentally. Sounded better in my head. All right, Jeremy Clements. Tom, call your Liverpool pals. Let's go get Klopp. Okay. Hey, Siri, call Liverpool FC front office. Hey, what's up? It's Tom Franklin here. Taking a break from my St. Louis watch along. Wait, you don't know who I am, do you? No? Okay, well, and it's 4 a.m. over there. Oh, well, I'm just going to say, could you send Klopp over here? Hello? Hello? I don't think it worked. I don't think that's going to happen. Sorry. No, MLS After Dark is bad dad jokes, headband conspiracy theories, and whatever else happens. And the host making bad jokes himself. Oh, Daniel's correcting me. It's 5:20 a.m. there. Actually, no. It's 4:20. They're 6 hours ahead. So it's 10:20 now. So it'd be 4:20 there. They're 6 hours ahead. I was there 5 months ago. I had to keep that in mind when I called. Yeah, and thank you, our Reading supporter. It's 4:20 there. Oh no, chance for the box shot. San Jose has scored. The clean sheet hopes are over. No more clean sheet for Berkey tonight. After some questionable defense, to say the least. Yep. Buckets Hat's prediction's gone. My prediction is gone. I'm not going to win the prize from City this week. Womp womp. Blaze it, roasted. Here we go again. Bucket Hat calling for VAR. What are we calling the VAR for? Yeah. San Jose has one player worth keeping an eye on, and we didn't watch him. Here we go again. I'm going to say it once, and I'm going to say it again.
We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit! We're fucking shit!
Disarm.
We're fucking shit!
I agree.
We're fucking shit!
Yep.
We're fucking shit!
Sure.
We're fucking shit!
Definitely.
We're fucking shit!
Say it again.
We're fucking shit!
Uh-huh. Okay, we're over. Yeah, we just are. We just are. Aaron, a live report from San Jose. Thor looks like crap tonight. He looks lost and unsure pretty much the entire game. I like Thor, but we need Indy. I mean, Thor's had his moments, but yeah. I haven't been overly impressed by him tonight, as Rasmus Holm's going to take this corner eventually. Jeremy switched off after going up 2-0. Quakes are back in this game. Bring up Vancouver vibes. Pick a game this year. Pick any game where we've been up and we've blown the lead. Pick a game. You have so many to choose from. This is just another one. Yeah, Ryan Fraley, Thor, stinker, and Hook incoming. I think that's time. Yeah, I think it's time to accept that Thor is just your energy off the bench guy and nothing more. I'm not quite at suggesting City 2 time for Thor, but Akil needs to stay further back. Didn't the guy he replaced have that problem? I feel that's also familiar. Jeff is an aftershock after that goal. Nicely done. Nicely done. Very nicely done. That's a dad joke. Marcel B. Hat's father. Take note. That's a dad joke. Mason approves. Yeah, Rick pointing out Akil doesn't run back. He gets forward, then sort of drifts back. We were just talking about how Hack likes his practice warriors. That's not going to win you many favors with John Hackworth. Should we start wondering about Akil Watt's future in St. Louis? Honest discussion. Are we seeing the last games of Akil Watson St. Louis? Because Lord knows he hasn't played much. When he has, not the greatest. I mean, yes, he's versatile, but like, doesn't Jose Kojima essentially do what Akil Watts can do, plus play attacking forward, like attacking midfielder? Daniel, I think I agree with you there. I like Akil, but I kind of already assumed he wasn't being re-signed. Yeah, I can kind of see that as well. Because I think he's got an option, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and Bucket is asking, I don't think he's like out, because Yarrow is just out of a contract. Like, he doesn't even have an option. Watts, I think, has an option. Rick, why is Watts at CM for anything? Another question. Where's JGR? We have a JGR for this type of situation, don't we? Paid big money for him. Don't you want to play him? Or are we going to pull a Como and pay big bucks for a player we're not going to play? And then eventually loan him out to Cincinnati or something. I have a cough drop. I feel I need a cough drop because my throat's getting itchy. I got a little bit of a head cold. Mason's calling for the fridge. We need our fridge. JGR is definitely refrigerator shaped and sized. Rick is wondering who this JGR is. Some guy that we were interested in signing from Sydney FC. I think we signed him. I think he plays soccer. Oi, oi, oi. Shot far. And that was almost, oh. But yeah, thankfully we avoided that. Jeremy points out that they are being guarded with JGR, as I have to stop the timer behind me because we have hit the 45-minute mark. We are being guarded with JGR. I know he said during the presser that we don't want to pigeonhole him and hurt development, but why on earth are we not even giving him a run tonight? Exactly. This game screams for him. As you said earlier, Jeremy, I totally agree. I was halfway expecting him to start. Oh, hey, it's Kay. Look, everybody, it's Kay. Hey. How's it going, Kay? Trying to figure out what that emoji stands for. I'm almost 40, so like my emoji glish isn't the best. Yes, we are getting eaten alive by the worst team in MLS. Yeah, it's not good. It is not good. We got a lead. We're letting the team back into it. The only problem is we started our bullshit early. God, this team makes me drink. How does a Luden's Cherry Cough Drop taste with a Parker Pilsner? Let's find out. It tastes like a Parker Pilsner mixed with Luden's Cherry. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Ryan Fairley, not much different than the Minnesota match. Hackworth clueless when anyone makes any sort of adjustment. That sounds familiar. Could be talking about the new assistant coach for Team Canada, Bradley Carnell, because that was Carnell's thing. Does no one in MLS that is a head coach know how to adjust? Is this just an epidemic? Corner kick for St. Louis as I move my cough drop around. Probably getting good ASMR from that. Hartle going to take the corner from the near side into the box. Man goes down. And that is a bunch of nothing. Bunch of nothing. My man inventing demented lean. What's demented lean? What am I missing here? I am like, it's so anti-cool. Lurkin Turtle. Flip the hat backwards. Done. Now I'm going like full Fred Durst here. Fred Durst mode has been activated. Why am I having to wear a backwards hat to inspire my team in San Jose against the worst team in MLS? Because it's St. Louis City, and this is what we do. This is what we do. And Rick, yeah, part of our system is bad adjustments. I mean, just kind of used to it at this point. Oh, hey, it's Kay. Rally hat Tom. Yes. Now, if it was a true rally hat, I would actually like turn it inside out. You know what the cool thing about this hat is? It's a snapback, which means that you can see my male pattern baldness like right there. It's like, I mean, you can see some hair here, but like, yeah, I used to have a hairline here. It's gone now. Sad. But dang it, don't I look like, you know, like a backup singer for Limp Bizkit? You know, I've noticed that too, No Goal Patrol. I've never seen a goalkeeper wear a kit so close to his own teams before. That's problematic. But yeah, that San Jose goalie does. It's a different shade of blue. I mean, you can still tell them apart, but I don't know. Look at the front of the San Jose jersey though. Like it's very close to the goalie kit there. Hartle whistle. Daniel probably doesn't say good things that I am really ready for the season to end and give me a break from it. I agree. If this is what we have to look forward to, a struggle in San Jose, these watch-alongs, if this is your first ever watch-along, first of all, welcome. There's 26 people here in total. God bless each and every one of you. Second of all, these watch-alongs are therapy. We talk about this team together. We talk about our frustrations with this team together, and we get through it. We get through it. And that is the halftime whistle. We have made it to halftime. St. Louis is up 2-1. We're winning, but why do I feel bad? Why do I feel bad about this? Okay. We've got ideas here as I see that the bottom banner has been updated. I didn't update it. I think it was my expert producer that updated it. Congratulations, Mason, on you have lived up to your job requirements.
I did my job this time. Also, this is a really ugly hat to wear inside out.
that is,
I'm going to turn it back around.
I was going to say maybe inside out's an improvement.
I like this hat. Leave me alone.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
This is a hat that I got from a band that no longer exists, and they're one of my favorite bands. So,
and what band is that? I can't make it out.
It's a band called Everyone Leaves, an emo band from Ohio.
Everyone, don't leave! Don't leave! I'm having fun tonight. Don't leave. For real. Oh hey, it's Kay. She says, "Turn it backwards, Ramble." So there we go. We're going at full late 90s, early 2000s Fred Durst mode here. Our biscuit is limp tonight. That sounded better in my head.
That was really bad, man.
That sounded way better in my head. And then when it came out, no, man. I'm watching the viewer count just drop precipitously right now because I've gone off the rails. By the way, odd request from Buckethead. Maybe we can all donate and Tom can go to Turkey to watch Galatasaray and get hair plugs. Go to Turkey to get hair plugs. That would be a sick vlog. It would. It'd be nice to have hair again.
So, Tom, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you this much. I listen to a lot of British podcasts, and all I can say is from all that I've heard from them, do not go to Turkey and get hair plugs.
Okay. Good to know. I was not planning on going to Turkey anytime soon anyway, but that is good to know. Thank you very much for that. All right. So, you know what? Oh, hey, it's Kay. She's very happy that you've turned your hat backwards, Mason.
Yeah, I aim to please.
Yes. All right. So, man, this is an active chat tonight for a game that is absolutely meaningless. Ryan is burned out. I'm not quite there yet. I still like Mason. This game feels to me like you see. Imagine you're looking off in the distance, and you're seeing one train coming from the right, and you're seeing another train coming from the left.
I'm
And
seeing
they're
trains coming. Oh, what a grand
they're
day for me.
slowly coming towards each other, and they're at about here. This is where we're at this game right now. I feel like we are watching an impending train wreck, Mason. What do you think?
Yeah, we've gone back in time to like the 1900s, and we're watching the crash at Crush.
Well, whatever takes us out of watching this game, I guess.
Yeah, but this is really bad, man. Like,
yeah,
so the Minnesota game, right? Like, that is one kind of just like fast break, and then some calls that don't go our way, right? It happens. This is no, man, no. No, especially not against this team. Minnesota was a playoff team. They were scuffling, but they're a playoff team. This is the only team worse than us.
Oh, definitely.
You can't be playing like this against San Jose.
No, you absolutely cannot. And, once again, the analytics don't lie. Jeremy pointing out we're only generating 0.61 XG if we exclude the penalty kick. Compare that to San Jose generating a non-penalty 1.26 XG. They are doubling us up on XG, and it feels like it.
Yeah,
it really feels like it. They've just San Jose has absolutely just outplayed us for. I mean, Daniel thinks it was like 30 to 35 minutes. Like, really, and yeah, I kind of agree. The PK bailed us out. This feels like it should be 1-1.
Yeah, I'm going to be very, very interested. Actually, let me see right now. 1.83. Okay. 0.8 of that is from the PK, roughly. We have 1.03 XG with 2 goals to show for it. Really 1 goal to show for it if you take the PK off the board, erase the goal as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not that bad. I didn't quite catch what San Jose's was, but I know that their shots are better than ours. Their shots on target are better than ours. It's just not good enough. That's not good enough, man.
But
especially because sorry, I was thinking about this, and it's like when I was watching, like, even just watching this team at some points, it more just looks like kind of like accidents and individual just like mistakes. This looks like we are a bad team.
Yeah. And but you know what is nice? Our drip tonight, Mason. The backwards hat, the soccer zombie jersey, it just works, man. It just
we
works.
got the fits.
We are fashionistas, ladies and gentlemen. Look at professional models right here. This is why you watch.
Aaron, yes, it is halftime if you want to jump in.
Yes, Aaron, it is halftime. And to his point, yeah, Aaron would be a little bit ahead of us. So yeah. Oh, hey, it's Kay. And we fall in love, and I just can't wait to get enough. See, I can't wait for next week, Mason. I'm already thinking the next week, honestly, because you know what is next week, right?
Next week better be a better game than this one. I'll tell you that much.
If it isn't, we riot.
I'm gonna have problems.
I think everyone's gonna have problems, honestly. Oh, by the way, you mentioned don't go to Turkey. Our friend from Reading, England, says can confirm. Stay away. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, post match. I really do appreciate that. And
yeah, Kane,
David,
I agree.
This is why we're here. The chat adds entertainment value to the game, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. There's 30 of you in here right now, by the way. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. I mean, we could talk about the game. It is what it is at this point. The
game stinks, kind of. I know we're winning, but the game stinks.
It does. It is. I mean, it's not even the battle of mid. It is the battle of.
It's the battle for the basement.
Yeah, it's the basement battle. It is absolutely or if you look at the thumbnail, it is the toilet bowl. This game really has been just an absolute toilet bowl.
Sponsored by Lysol?
Yes, yes. By the way, Aaron chiming in here. By the way, Aaron, if you want to join us here for this conversation, feel free to do so. But he points out that everyone is slipping. It's a little cooler, and he's guessing there's a more dew than expected.
So maybe they overwatered it. Okay.
That could
That
be.
is a more reasonable explanation than just the pitch is bad and they didn't care to fix it. Because I don't like the idea of that one.
So, got a question for you, Mason. You good at math?
No, I'm terrible at it. Thanks for asking.
Same. The only class I ever failed in high school was geometry. So, I asked for your help because, again, I failed geometry. If San Jose is moving east at 50 miles an hour and St. Louis is moving west at 60 miles an hour, how long will it be before everybody just turns the game off?
I give it about 5 hours before, as a matter of fact, it all shuts off because we're all dead, and all of a sudden the Rockies are taller than the Himalayas.
Well, we know Kane is in the East Coast right now, and he is staying alive. There's a lot of us that are dread. By the way, Jake Henry, are you here? Because I know you were kind of complaining earlier that you might not be able. I know you work at a pretty early schedule. Are you here? Are you here? By the way, chime in. Let us know you are okay. Check on your friends. Always check on your friends. Like my friend.
Got to check on your blokes.
Like Breakfast King. Got to check up on him because he is. He's noticed the backward hats and matching. He's also got the matching bucket hat to go with his soccer zombie jersey.
Hell
How
yeah,
about
Justin.
Justin, you are very, very fashionable, and you have earned yourself a retweet, good sir.
Chris, we are winning, but we all feel bad about it.
Yes, Chris. Yeah, but my friend Trucker Chris, by the way, we've seen this play before so many times this year. We have lost so many points from leading positions, and it's just inevitable. I mean, I'm waiting for Thanos to just snap at this point. Oh, hey, it's Kay. She agrees. It is the basement battle. Yeah, it's very sad. Very, very sad. So, I feel like I don't want to talk about the game. I'm in a weird spot. Like, other observations that I can make. And granted, I've been, chat's been like on fire tonight. So, honestly, like, there's been probably a lot that I've missed. I think you mentioned something earlier about Rasmus Alm Doomslayer. Is he that guy now?
Well, let's see. I want to see if our friend live from the field happened to see what I saw.
There he is. Aaron Lee, how's it going?
This was really early on. It was after Durkin got fouled from behind, and then it was like a few minutes later, and Alm just chopped a guy down. That was when I said it. Did you see that play?
I didn't, but Alm looks incredibly fast in person. It is good to see that he seems to have the speed back that we all worried that he wasn't going to have. But it is slick out here. It's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but the field has to be really wet because I don't know how much you guys are seeing, but there's probably been a dozen people slip at least.
It looks like they're ice skating out there. Just people are blowing tires all over the place. We thought that something was wrong with the pitch, but then we saw that you said it was really dewy out there, so then that made me think that they overwatered it.
Well, and they may have done that too, but I mean, I don't think it got all that warm here. I think it was probably upper 70s, and it's down below 70 at this point. So when Berkey slipped trying to kick one out of goal, that's when
I saw that as well. Yeah, I don't mean overwatered it as in like they did it on purpose. I just mean they watered it the normal amount, but then it went down, and so it got really dewy. So now it is overwatered, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm curious if we'll change cleats or anything like that, just knowing that we had something like that.
They need to put the rain tires on.
And you know what? I really hope that field did not cause Durkin to be hurt more than he already was going into this game. Like we were talking about this in the chat, Aaron. Why is he even playing tonight?
At least Hack was smart enough after 2 goals up to get him out at 25 minutes or whatever, but I think with no Kessler, with no Leuven, you needed some form of stability in the midfield, and even if for 20 minutes we got a little of that, I guess you take that chance.
Yeah, I think so, but also like it wasn't a coach's decision. Turkin pulled up with something. He aggravated his knee, I think.
Clearly.
So, yeah.
And like my question is, and it was also Jeremy Clement's question earlier, it's 13 versus 14. This game is screaming for JGR. Why? And then so it's not that you don't start JGR, but then when you pull Durkin, you bring on Akil Watts, who, in our opinion, I don't know what you've seen, Aaron, has not been good.
I think he's been struggling to figure out what his role as the defensive midfielder is. I think he's kind of floating between thinking he's a center back versus supposed to be covering what Durkin did. And Thor has been lost completely. So he is useless out on the wing. I like Thor. I really do. But, man, he has been he better not come back out for the second half.
Since he set Klaus up on that play, he has not looked good.
Even just his one-on-one defending. I mean, I know he's not some sort of lockdown defender, but I mean, he's just getting schooled over and over again.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, Rick pointing out, you really have to love soccer to watch this game, and you really have to love soccer to travel
to fly all the way to San Diego to watch this game.
You are a brave man, Aaron.
Well, there's there's a handful of us here. So, and it's California. It's pretty nice weather. So.
Oh yeah, I would never complain about an excuse to go to San Diego. It seems like one of the most beautiful places on earth. But
by the way, No Go Patrol is pointing out, Aaron, your hat's not backwards. There you go. And oh, hey, it's Kay. Pointed that out as well. So there we go. Now we are fully fashionable.
Isn't this normally what you do when you're like trying to make a comeback? We are winning. It may not seem like
I know, but it feels like we're losing. Yeah.
We would be losing if we had Mark in goal.
Yeah, I know. But like honestly, like I think I said that. I was like, yeah, we're winning. We're all miserable.
So they just showed is someone got subbed on. Did you see who got subbed on, Aaron?
I didn't, but I'm looking.
Yeah. The score bug's about.
Jaden Reed's on for Horn, it appears.
Okay, so the Jay Reed for Horn swap. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, I'm always glad to see Jay Reed. I got to be honest.
Yeah. It'd be nice if maybe he would move more to the midfield as more of an attacker and let Akil slide back solely in defense.
Yep. So, all right, we are back underway in the second half. Aaron, we'll catch up with you later.
Enjoy
Mason,
the game.
You as well.
Go City.
All right, Vamos City. All right. You do what you can to get through these games, and sometimes you need a little help from your friends. So thank you, Mason. Thank you, Aaron, for that. Oh, hey, it's Kay. Yes, let's go. Yep, we got the backward hats going. You gotta love it. If we keep playing bad, I'm wondering if maybe just a hat switch in general might be in order here after a while. I don't know what the rules are on that. You can let us know on that. I agree. Toy Shirt has been the truth. He is the absolute truth. He's of the few chances we've had. Usually, Toy Shirt's been involved tonight. Like he's been fantastic. All right, catching up on some comments here. Is it less frustrating to win playing badly than it is to draw or lose playing well? There's a few examples of that this year that we can look back on. Inter Miami. When we were at Inter Miami, 3-3, we played well. Felt good I think there was also kind of the juxtaposition of whether should we feel bad because we drew, because maybe we had a chance to win. I think we had 3 leads in that game. Club America, another one of those examples where we played well, didn't win, but you didn't feel bad about it. Now, that's a good question, Jeremy. What guys, answer in the chat. Is it less frustrating to win playing badly than it is to draw or lose playing well? That's a good question, actually. Sorry, I just had to blow some snot back up the nostrils. Yep, Jay Reed is on for, as we talked about, for Giannis Horn. I think that's going to be the partnership going forward. I think Giannis starts, Jay Reed comes on in the second half. Like, I'm okay with that. Gets them both playing time. They both offer some different things. Continues to let Jay Reed develop. I like the look at this partnership. And we deal with the San Jose chance there. Thank goodness. By the way, I remembered to set the timer. Let's go. Let's go. The days of time at mark are over. Jeff would rather us play well. Well, that's true. Espinoza into the box, far side. Popped up, nothing. Clear it out. Thor. Touch that. You need a more assertive touch on that, Thor. You're trying to get the ball out of your zone. Thor looks frustrated. Do we need to go back to the conversation about the headband? Is it the headband? Is it the headband with Thor? We never really settled that earlier. Lurkin Turtles got the backward hat for good luck. Very nice. Jeff, it's inevitable. Here comes the second half. Time to find fault with Thor. We've already found fault with Thor already. I think this is a record tonight. Jeremy, I was also surprised to see Horn go off too. I thought he was pretty good as well, but I think maybe with him it's just a fitness thing. Could be. Oh, and also what you want to get Reed some time as well. I'm okay with that. Oh, hey, it's Kay. All the backwards hats. Are you wearing a backwards hat, Kay? We need proof of this. By the way, Rick pointing out that a win puts us in a 6-way draw for 10th. How does that work in MLS? Would that, if we were in a 6-way draw for 10th, I guess our playoff chances would still be alive, right? Or are those officially done? Because I think it depended on a result elsewhere tonight if we won this one. If we're leading 2-1, for God's sakes. Kane thinks it's more frustrating to lose, draw, playing well. That's fair. Short hair Thor was arguably worse. What is it like? Yeah. Wondering if that's like Samson. Now we're getting into Samson territory here when Samson got his hair cut off and he became weak. The hair was his strength. Sorry, I got the sniffles tonight. All right. Smurfs are in deep trouble. Oh, no. That's so sad. Poor SKC. And Minnesota United just scored on SKC. Oh, no. No. Darn. Brad pointing out we have to win tonight to stay in. I think there are 4 points total that make it mathematically impossible. I mean, it's not happening. It's just not happening. Minnesota took the lead in Kansas. If that holds, Minnesota moves to 42 points. Where's Dale? Or are you thinking, good question. Who's Dale? Ball in the box, headed away, and cleared. We're under siege. And we are playing so deep. Oh, Dale Shilley. My bad. I don't know. I'm not listening to the radio broadcast. I know you said mathematically, but we also established that math was not my strong suit in high school. So, yeah, I don't do math. I don't do math. Oh, we're talking about Dale, Mr. Worldwide. Gotcha. I thought that might have been where you're going for, but I didn't see the apostrophe over the E or whatever it is. Ampersand. I don't know. English. I speak English, by the way. All right. By the way, if you are still here, congratulations. How many of you are actually okay, I'm showing 27 people that are watching right now. How many of you are actually awake? How many of you are just asleep at your computer or at your couch and just left the stream on? Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It's only 10:54 at night. What would you be doing besides sleeping? Does intoxicated count as wake? Technically, it does. Justin's got the coffee percolating. Kane, 6 minutes to midnight. And Kane is still going strong. Any Iron Maiden fans in the chat? Oh, God. Watts is playing left wing. What? Ryan's struggling. Steven's drinking. Jeff is barely awake. Angus is awake as far as he knows. Kane wants some eggs. Someone get Kane some eggs. Someone fax him some eggs. Ryan, if I were on the couch, I'd be out like a light. I would be too, honestly. For real. For real. Is Watts awake? It's a good question. It'd be ironic if the lights were out with a guy named Watts. I hear you booing. David Cotton, not sleeping, watching the LV Republic match on another screen. 1-1 draw. Republic, your guys, your boys. Chris is awake. Last football game I was watching almost put him to sleep. Yeah, you were doing a watch along for that the Tennessee game. How did Rocky Top do tonight? Possum Boy 9, eggs and Quaker. Eggs. Justin's got some eggs. I've got eggs. Bucket Hat. Kane, get Bucket Hat your address. He's going to DoorDash you some eggs because that's the friend he is. Las Vegas mentioned full circle, totally. All right, 123 Road Street, Boston, Massachusetts. Sounds legit. Are you hanging out with Sean? Is Sean Campbell? Is he like in the same room with you right now? Because that'd be awesome. Because Sean Campbell is also in Boston right now. Rocky Top 125-15. Sound off in chat if you got eggs. I've got eggs. I'm debating whether I should attempt to do a watch along while frying up some eggs. Can it be done? Because I haven't had dinner tonight. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I was gonna do it after the chat, like a maybe guess. I live right around the corner from a courtesy diner. I mean, they close at night now, but like, you know, Slinger after this game would be pretty good. The call is coming from inside the house, Kane. Jeremy pointing out that Kessler's not cleared on concussion protocol. That's why he was watching the hot air balloons right outside. I live right by Forest Park. It's like literally I'm pointing at it right there. It's right outside my window. And then Tom Timmerman also pointing out Leuven is out for load management. That's fair. I really thought that's might have been what it was with Leuven, but you never want to think the worst. Speaking of thinking of the worst, Sean is inside Kane's walls. So be careful. The cave dwellers like drywall. Just FYI. Jeff has fresh eggs. Very good. No Go Patrol. Hope at the end of the game, City doesn't have egg on their face. Nicely done. Nicely done. Rick, Thor passing to the opposition bench. Very nice. Kane's got the eggs going there. Dinner at 11. Look, it's MLS After Dark. We do what we want. Maybe if it's late enough, it'll be breakfast. Eggs and Quakey. Boo that man. He's asking you to boo him. Get the boos in the chat for Possum Boy 9 here. He meant to say eggs and Quakey and he botched it. Boo him. He's asking you to. Give him what he wants. Kane, some nice eggs and bacon and hash browns. Oh, that sounds good. I don't have bacon though. I'm out of bacon. Kane's going to share his eggs with Sean. That is nice. All right. Possum Boy, you asked for it. You asked for it. We got a polite boo from Mason, a elongated boo from Ryan. Boo, possums suck. I agree. Not this particular possum, but just in general. As Indiana Vasilev checks into the game. That's not boo worthy. Hopefully it's a takeout Thor. Please, for the love of God. No more. Oh, it's Klaus. Oh, Klaus is coming off for Betcher. Gotcha. Tell me Indy's coming on for Thor, for the love of God. No offense, Possum Boy, by the way. Boo. Oh, it's Indy for all? I don't want Thor out there anymore. All right. Yes, I know it is totally un-American to run out of bacon. I mean, but I was talking about fleeing to Turkey earlier. So, like, you know, if the shoe fits, through ball, dangerous, but it's dealt with. I think that was Yarrow back there. Haven't mentioned Yarrow's name tonight much outside of the starting lineup. Usually with the defenders, that means it's a good thing. Yeah, very good game, but glad to see Indy out there. I totally agree. Angus with the extra large age. I think I have those too, actually. I think Indy is on for all minute management. Not a big fan of these subs. No Go Patrol would unalive someone for some IHOP butter pecan syrup right now. I thought that play set you were at is supposed to be good. Turkey ate bacon. Love it. Yeah, we should all meet up we should like just bombard a Denny's after this. Or I guess IHOP, because No Goal Patrol wants some IHOP. Is Uncle Bill's still 24 hours? I don't think they are. There's not a lot of places in the city proper that's 24 hours right now. Now, outside of the city, maybe. Maybe. Of course, poor Mason's down in Heron right now, knowing that he's 2 hours away plus from any sort of meetup spot, so he's feeling left out right now. Poor Mason. Yeah, and I think the Alm sub screams load management. He's also getting back to fitness and regular playing time, and that field is ass. So, and he had a leg injury, so yeah. Waffle House. Oh, got a couple calls for Waffle House. I don't think there's one near me. They're more around the suburbs, outskirts of St. Louis, but not like in the city proper. I agree. Courtesy Diner slaps. The one around the corner for me closes at night, though. It's so bad. It's so disappointing. It's great people watching there too, but thanks, COVID. Yeah, I that's what I thought, Ryan. Denny's in the suburbs is 24 hours. Is there a Denny's in Heron? And is that open 24 hours? Maybe it has some Denny's in Spirit tonight, Mason. No Go Patrol now wants some Waffle House. Belleville Denny's is goated because it's the old style of Denny's. You see, you know what I'm talking about. I grew up in the with the Denny's in Arnold, Missouri, and that was a classic old school Denny's. Me and my friend would always go there after our college classes to get some grand slams and chat about life. I agree. Justin does have the correct rankings for breakfast diner spots. Totally. Mason, get this in the notes for the next episode of The Ramble. JGR not being in the game will literally be on every podcast. So yeah, get that on the notes. Yeah, what is the point of the diner if it closes early? Totally. Oh, 55 in Lindbergh does have a Waffle House. You're right. You are absolutely right. I should watch the game, by the way. You guys are on fire tonight in chat. Like, for real. I can't keep up. I'm going to be like that, that streamer that becomes like so popular that like, he only responds to like donation messages. I'm not there yet. Not even close. Oh, hey, it's Kay saying that's awful. About the diners. I assume that's about the diners not being 24 hours. Totally. Oh, hey, what is your favorite diner? Where would you go at midnight? Daniel, I know this is a low management thing, but I thought Thor looked pretty awful tonight, and him still being in is also confounding. I agree. He's not going to get any better. Chris Perkins, the pitch looks like a League Two side would be embarrassed to play on. The guy from Reading that's in the chat, Bradford City. You know what I'm talking about. You absolutely know what I'm talking about. Waterloo Denny's is closest to Ryan. Possum Boy 9, we are the nieces, we are the nephews, we are the ones that go to Uncle Bill's in South Kings Highway. That was also a clap for Berkey as well, but also respect to Uncle Bill's. All right, I think I finally caught up with chat. About time. By the way, with 28 of you people here in this chat, have you considered joining the supporter section? Which, by the way, is not showing up for some reason. There we go. Have you considered joining the supporter section? It's 99 cents a month. Helps pay for coffee. Coffee that I'm probably going to need here pretty soon to stay through this game. 18 of you have joined my supporter section. Most of you are here in this chat. Thank you very much. But yeah, just 99 cents a month. Also gets you access to a special section in the Soccer Zombie Discord as well. That's my one plug for this watch along, I promise. Mason still has the Carbondale IHOP. It's probably why the Denny's closed there. It sounds like there's a story here with the Carbondale IHOP. What's the story? Is it just like a really good IHOP, or what? I need background here on the Carbondale IHOP. Oh, another long ball for San Jose, but more good D. That was Yarrow again bumping this guy out of there. Good job, Yarrow. Uh-oh, Watts is wandering again. He's got Durkin syndrome. Yeah, if you were to tell me whether or not Akil Watts would be returning after this game, I would have doubts. Let's just say that. I hate to say it because I like him, but by the way, my Apple TV just kind of hiccuped for a bit, so I need to adjust my timer. I think this is it. Don't screw it up. 6, 7. Okay, there we go. We're good. Yarrow's been decent tonight. I mean, again, I was talking about that earlier. When you don't talk about defenders in the course of a game, usually it means they're doing their job, and Yarrow's done his job. He's someone I want back. I like Josh Yarrow. I think he's a good locker room guy. He's got leadership ability. He's just one of those good glue guys. Like they call them in hockey, like glue guys, like the good locker room guys, works hard. Maybe he's just, the equivalent of a fourth liner in hockey. Is another chance for San Jose, but it's San Jose, so they screw it up. Very nice. By the way, David Cotton, I saw you mention earlier you're going to be at the 2 game tomorrow. I think St. Louis City's playing there. It's Ventura County, right? Am I wrong on that? I don't know California very well, admittedly. But yeah, I think St. Louis is playing in that game. So let me know how St. Louis looks in that one. Okay, we have a response on the IHOP in Carbondale. So Ryan Fairley says Carbondale and SIU shrunk enrollment, and the Denny's was on the west side that declined compared to the east, closer to Carterville, Heron, and Marion. There we go. Now I know. 1 mega ohm is apparently the first person tonight that has thought about St. Louis City practicing throw-ins. Maybe they should, instead of Hackworth, maybe they should hire 1 mega ohm to be the next coach. Can go with that. Sorry, a little sniffly. Jeremy, Edwardsville Denny's probably the closest location to him. IHOP, probably Alton, since the one in Wood River closed. There was a Denny's I live like right around the corner from Hampton, near 40, and there was a Denny's that was right around the corner. That place was trash, and it no longer exists now. They put a Slim Chickens in there. Not great either, in my opinion, but that Denny's was bad. I miss my Arnold Denny's so much. Kane with a hot take here. Would like to see another City goal. I agree. Because I want to play with more of my button bar sounders that you've heard tonight. Yes, I want to play with buttons. Oh, the Quakes 2 is the town. That's right. That's because that's also I forgot that. Thanks, David. I don't think City 2 is playing them tomorrow, are they? I know they're on the road. I should know this as the River City Ramble City 2 correspondent. I am letting them down. because we have to start looking at City 2 because they're about to go to the playoffs. They're currently the second best team in MLS right now. Actually, yeah, City 2 is playing the Town tomorrow. They are playing the Town. It's at 5 o'clock our time. Now, whether the game is on YouTube or it's on Apple TV, who the heck knows? Because that seems to be random every week. I can see it, but to be honest, coming from Heron, Carbondale seems like paradise. This place is terrible. Oh, man. You know, I've never been to Carbondale. I've never been to Heron. I've just never had a reason to go down that way, so I have no dog in that fight. Kane does not appreciate the slim chicken slander. Look, again, another one of those places where it's location dependent. You get your good locations, you get your bad locations. I just happen to live by a bad location. Now, that was early on, right after they opened, so maybe they've gotten better. But they kind of turned me off the first time, and I haven't been back. But that's me. By the way, I wish there was a Zaxby's in St. Louis. We need a Zaxby's in St. Louis. That is good chicken. That is really good chicken. We don't have one. It makes me sad. Daniel has a Denny's, an IHOP, and a Waffle House all within 3 miles of him. That is like the TikTok white trash trifecta right there. Uh-oh, long ball shot on the side of the net. Trying to get a PK. I don't think he's going to get it. Yarrow, and flag was up anyway. He was off. He was so off. What are you complaining about? He was off. A lot of rundown and semi-violent neighborhoods in Carbondale, specifically near the old high school they tore down when the new one was built. Yeah, I feel like every town nowadays has a bad part of town. Do we like them being City 2, or we prefer they had one of those more unique names and identities? That's a good question. For me, I think City 2 works. It's what we know. It's what we started with in 2022. It was City 2. It's who played Bayer Leverkusen. I mean, remember, Bayer Leverkusen would not have won the Bundesliga last year had they not come to City Park in November of 2022 and beaten City 2. I will take that to my grave, along with my backwards hat. Kane, just for fun, I want to see regular City 2 roster play Inter Miami. No, that would be bad. That would be so bad. I want to see City 2 play San Jose Quakes. That's what I want to see. Let's see here. More comments. City were a football team. We take a 10-point lead in first quarter, immediately switch to prevent and 4 and out, or maybe they switched to Tampa 2, because that everyone loves the Tampa 2. I was seeing a lot of people complaining about the 2 deep safeties and how it's ruining football as we know it. It's a soccer watch along, so it's not going to devolve into that, but something I noticed. Man, oh man, I can't keep up with you guys tonight. Oh, there's a Zaxby's in Cape Girardeau. Nice. I just wish I'm just not down that way very often. Kind of nothing down there. Wish City 2 didn't wear those gray practice kits. Get them some soccer zombie threads. Oh, totally. I get the whole you got to earn the good kid thing with City 2. I get it, but I think a really good City 2 kit would totally sell. I get the philosophy behind it, but they need something better than those grays. I wish they sold City 2 kits, period. I might even buy a gray kit just to have, Mackay Joyner on the back. Buckethead, if we were branded City 2, it'd be very confusing for a lot of people in STL who aren't as involved in soccer. Good point right there. Like, they're going to be like, who is Toasted Ravioli SC? Like, T-Rav SC, huh? What? Is that like a local club? Do they play ATAR next week? Ryan Fraley, I'm also in a bad mood because SIU football lost to SEMO. That's a rivalry. That I can see where he'd be upset over that. Mason was responding to City 2 playing San Jose. Look, have you seen how well City 2 has played in the last 5 weeks? Like, I think they could take San Jose. I think they could totally take San Jose. Jeremy, MLS was smart not making this a day game. A lot of day games today, by the way. I'm a big fan of that as well. I think I saw you opine on that. Definitely easy to fall asleep to this one after the first 20. Totally agree. Yeah, the City 2 kits look like pajamas. I agree with you that. That's not great. Daniel, I can't tell you a single thing that has happened in this half either because you guys have been popping off tonight in chat, and I love it because it's distracting me from what looks to be an otherwise pretty humdrum game, honestly. Like, I think I was thinking of cutting this into like a recap video of like a shortened version of the watch along, but like, what do I actually include in it? Because there's just been nothing but nonsense this chat, which is fine. You need these sometimes. You need fun times like this. Again, these watch-alongs are therapy. I guess Jake Henry fell asleep. Jake Henry said he was going to try to stay up for this one, but I don't think he has succeeded. Although I haven't checked Twitter or social media or anything like that, so... Kane thinks that City 2 would take Inter Miami. No. I love me some City 2. I love me some Makai Joyner. Makai Joyner is not Lionel Messi. He may be the Lionel Messi of his level, but he's not Lionel Messi. I'm kind of with you, Mason. I'll take a snoozer of a second half over a second half where a lot happens because a second half is where things happen to go bad for us. I agree. This feels a lot like the David, you were at the San Jose at St. Louis game earlier. This kind of feels a bit like that where St. Louis got 2 early-ish goals and then just kind of coasted. It kind of feels like that, doesn't it, David? How this game is not tied is a testament to San Jose's ability. Is that a compliment? I don't know. I'm pretty tired. And David, yeah, this is almost a mirror of the City Park San Jose game, honestly. It just feels very much like that. Those trains that we were talking about at halftime, me and Mason, they haven't moved from this point. Like they have stopped. I think they have realized disaster was coming, maybe, and they've just stopped. Like there's been no movement either way on those trains. Oh no, SKC missed a pen. How sad. Is Cavincio doing a live watch along tonight? I need a Cavincio wellness check in the chat here. Absolute poverty team, Kansas City. Yeah, let me know how Cavincio's doing if he's doing a watch along tonight. He's East Coast too now. He lives in New York, so maybe this is too late for him as well. I would like to see Makai up against Messi though. I hope they do a kit swap after the game if they ever play each other. Oh, Cavincio's not streaming. Bummer. Oh, no. Shot right at Berkey. It's been a while. I'll give that to him. That's just Berkey doing his job. How many chances too much for San Jose? N-O-G-O-A-L. No goal. Anyone else's Apple TV? I just lost sound for a second. Buckethead. Cavincio is coming to St. Louis for the KC game. He actually announced it on his Twitter. He is coming to St. Louis for the 28th. So I really want to meet him, and maybe we can do a video together. I'm really hoping for that. I want to get his away day review of City Park. That's the video I want. I want his true opinions on City Park. Yeah, Mason. Yeah, exactly. He's coming. He search for it on his Twitter. He announced that he's coming. I'm pretty sure he announced it. Or he said he thinks he's coming, which is pretty much. It sounded like a confirmation he's coming. Kane. You know who else is coming to St. Louis for the SKC game? It's Kane. He goes to games. That's what I hear, and he's coming here. Kane, if you're this, do you know where you're going to be at City Park? Are you going to be like in a seated section, Kane, or are you going to be in the supporter section? Because you have an open invitation to hang out with me, Mason, and the Ramble. Open invitation. I will be in the supporter section, by the way. I was able to secure some supporter section tickets for the SKC game, so I will be in the supporter section, not my other tickets. Yeah, let us know, Kane, where you're going to be. I definitely want to hang out with you for sure. Berkey with a couple saves tonight. Who's the man of the match? Mason says it's the turf. The turf is doing work tonight. 10 out of 10.0 on FOTMob. John, Gavincio is going to get treated like royalty here. Honestly, he's the one SKC fan we like. So, yeah. Corner kick, Hartle, far side, an actual St. Louis chance. When was the last time this happened? In the box. No chance. No chance. No chance. Remember when we scored goals? That was fun. Do you think it's because we reversed the hat? Like when we turned around the hat, everyone stopped scoring. I think it's the hat. Just like Thor's headband. It's the hat. The hat is in the direction where there's no. It's like all goals are suppressed. Oh, Minnesota scored a goal. They iced the match. The Smurfs lose. Oh no! What a shame! What a shame! I meant SKC loses. That deserves a Nettlegasm.
The headline has been written.
That's right. The headline has been written. Buckethead's calling us first. Mason, Buckethead's calling for us to turn the hats back around. Because when we turned around the hats, everyone stopped playing. I think you're onto something. But then if we turn around the hats and San Jose score, no, you know what? No, I'm not. The hat stays. The hat stays. Because I know the moment I turn my hat around, San Jose is going to score. It's going to be tied. We're going to be pissed. No. Oh, look, JGR does exist. He's coming in. That's good. Or did he come? He came on for Thor. Yes. JGR. Jake Garwood Royce, I think is his name. Until now, we're 4-2-3-1 with JGR and Watts as a double pivot. I can see that. Adios to the god of blunder. Kyle Van Cleve, this is you behind this account tonight. Or if you're within shouting distance of Kyle Van Cleve, we need a graphic for the god of blunder. In fact, I'm going to, they can't hear me, so I need to reply to that actually. All right. Even the Twitch viewers are going to see that. Look, no, if we turn around our hats, that's when they score. We're preventing goals right now by having our hats turned around. We're no bucket hat. No, and I don't want to know, Kane. Oh, hey, it's K. No, leave it backwards and hold your breath. That's not safe. There is over 10 minutes left in this game, K. Like, if I hold my breath, it's not going to end well. I'll give you. See, okay, down for K's down for headbands. Oh, hey, no, we are committed to backward hats, bucket or not. I agree, Justin. The backward hat stays. Can a bucket hat be backwards? I guess it could be. I mean, there's definitely a front and a back to a bucket hat usually. So, oh, hey, it's K. We're on it, Tom. Thank you, Kay. I will say, though, that my hat is a little tight on my head right here. So I'm going to try to... I'm going to just loosen it up a little bit. I'm just going to loosen up. Hey, look at my male pattern baldness, everyone. Yay. There we go. There we go. Much better. And now you get more male pattern baldness. Hooray. Ball yeeted forward by Hebert. No goal patrol. Too philosophical for me. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we are literally no goals right now. Yep, logo is on the back. So yep, you can do it backwards. Only if there's a logo in design though. So like if it's just like a like a logoless hat that's just, got an overall design, I guess you can't have it backwards. We have solved the tough questions. We solved the tough questions here on these watch-alongs, definitely. Sometimes the host speaks English too. It's nice. Ryan Fraley wants a Titleist City hat. I'm not a golfer, so I don't know if I'd buy that, but I'd be interested in seeing one. Oh, the proper etiquette for bucket hats, flip it inside out if there is no logo. So that's the rally bucket hat. You just flip it inside out. Betcher shot wide. So that's what a shot looks like. Thank you, Simon. Yeah, I know, Kane. That was the first real moment of excitement in a long time. It's 11:25, and I'm starting to feel it now. Just the sheer lack of excitement in this game is just scintillating. Just scintillating. Yes, Jeremy, this is the most anticlimactic, boring lead that we have ever had. Like, I'm no longer scared. I'm truly, I'm numb. And this is not the only beer. I have not gotten up this whole stream to get another beer. This is the only beer I've had. So I'm not tipsy. I'm not drunk. But yeah, this is just, I'm comfortably numb right now. Answering Jeremy's question. Oh, hey, it's Kay. She says, yes, it is the most boring lead that we've had, but oh, hey, she'll take it. Shot. Oh, was that blocked or did Berkey get a hand on that? I actually I had my attention away a little bit. Was that a block or was that Berkey? So I saw Berkey on that. How did not get a shot? Are we nervous again? Can't even hit on the counter against the team pressing hard for what feels like 55 plus minutes. This feels like, remember the FC Dallas game at City Park last year where it felt like we had a siege on FC Dallas for like 55 plus minutes because their goalie got a red card early on, but nothing was happening. And it was the most drab assault you've ever seen. It just feels like that. This feels like that. Hopefully Betcher is okay. I see him. He's up. He's moving around. He's fine. So Betcher just got fouled. Offensive movement. Reed, Hartle over on the near side. No one's in a hurry to Girdwood Reich. Oh, now this guy, Watts is in a hurry. He advances it deep. Going to find a buddy in the box. Finds Reed. Back to Hartle. Yeah, there 3 blue kits around. We're not doing anything with that. All right, we're playing on San Jose. Yeah, Betcher is a great shithouser. I saw that at SLU. He's got moxie. Watts is jogging back. Don't like that. I think Watts is playing like someone that knows he is not going to get his option renewed, and he's just saying, "F it." I don't know. He had a good run there at the to get the ball deep, but I've been very unimpressed by him. Dude cannot stay in his spot. I mean, you can get away with that if you're Durkin, but you're not Chris Durkin. This normally late in the game, 2-1, I would reach for Baby Yoda, but this doesn't even merit Baby Yoda. Like, I'm not even playing music. I'm not even playing background music for this too. Like, I just noticed that. I actually just noticed that I'm not playing background music. Maybe that's. Are you guys pro or anti background music? Because I might just like. This has been a fun watch along, despite the fact this game's been kind of a joke. I just now discovered no background music. So yeah, we've been raw dogging this whole game. You're right. Yes, Kane, we're winning. I know, it's so weird. Rick is not a fan of the background music. Okay. I can keep the background music off. That's fine. I can kind of see. And Kane's anti as well. You know, one of the reasons I even do watch alongs, I'm a big fan of Red Men TV. They are a group of Liverpool supporters that do, analysis podcasts. They also do watch alongs of these games, and they don't play background music. So maybe there's some wisdom behind that. Maybe the era of background music is gone, and Angus is now saying anti. So yeah. Justin prefers it no music. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that the background music era of the Soccer Zombie watch-alongs is over, as John Hackworth apparently gets a yellow card. He did. John Hackworth, a naughty man. So naughty. You're naughty. Do you remember if Bradley Cardell got a yellow ever? I mean, he could definitely get spicy at times, but did he ever get a yellow? That's a good question, actually. By the way, I can keep my timer going when it hits 90 minutes because, I don't have to reset it or anything. So, oh, hey, it's Kay. Any guesses on extra minutes yet? Justin says 3. Kane thinks it's no more than 2. Berkey save!
What a save! Good back!
What a save, Berkey. OMG indeed. Holy bleep. My God. And we really do need to clear the ball. Nogoal. No goal. 3 minutes of added time, by the way. 3 minutes. Great googly moogly. No goal patrol. I knew you'd love that. Rats. Oh, hey, it's Kay. Yeah, I agree. 2 to 3 minutes max. It's 3 minutes. All right, 3 minutes and 2.5 minutes now at this point, and we can finally be rid of this game. I mean, we're gonna win, maybe, but like, this is blah. This game has just been blah. Jeremy Clements, is this a professional win? Sure. I think it's a win by default because San Jose is San Jose and they can't, well, Betcher's going to take his time. He's a shithouser, so he knows in this late stage to take his time. But yeah, I mean, we did what we had to do. This game is just the definition of this game happened. Like, it was fun when we were scoring those goals at first, and then we just kind of stopped. David is right. Winning ugly is still winning. And watching ugly YouTubers is watching. Daniel, really thought breaking our road winless streak would make me feel something. Yeah, I don't feel anything. I just like, yay. I think it's just because there's no stakes at this point in the season anymore. I mean, yes, they all count. It's a win. It's just it's almost, I can't, it's San Jose though. I just can't get it. I don't know. It's also, it could be also because I'm really tired because it's 11:30 at night. Like we'll check in with Aaron after the game, but yeah, I'm tired. This game and this game outside of the initial flurry has been just kind of blah. But you guys have been killing it tonight in the chat. Like, you guys got everyone through this one. As nice clearance by Yarrow. Very nice clearance by Yarrow. Yarrow's put in some work tonight. Big clear from Yarrow. Yeah, definitely. Berkey, man of the match. I can dig that. But yeah, this stupid game's not over yet. But this might be the final threat. Headed away. Tick, tick, tick. Ref, whistle, cleared away again. San Jose trying to get it back deep. Whistle. It's over. We win 2-1 final. Come on. Get excited. I mean, City wins. I'm trying. Yay. We won. Yay. Yay. It's a win. It's a win. I mean, it doesn't feel like Dookie, but like it's just, this game was there. This game was just absolutely there. I agree. Yarrow was 1,000% more energy than that entire half combined. Totally. Ref put the game out of this misery. Thank God it's over. Broke the away streak. Finally a road win. We're not back. Hard excited over barely beating the top of the league. That's the thing, Steven. Hard to get excited. We barely beat the bottom of the league. And honestly, there's an argument that the bottom of the league should have gotten a point out of this one, honestly. Yeah. Rick, I guess this lineup's a winner. It should start next game. Like, it's San Jose. Can you really judge based on San Jose? Last few minutes was stressful. No, I was comfortably. No, I was not bothered by San Jose. Even at the late end, I wasn't bothered. Was not bothered. I could not be bothered at all. Greta Padilla, the most passionate team in MLS. Not if you're watching this watch along. We're just trying to get through this one because this game was just fugly. But Greta, I assume you are a Club America fan. Is that fair to assume? Because there was another Club America fan in the chat earlier today. But you know what? Chris Perkins making the point. We did not blow a lead. It's a Christmas miracle. And I think that is the story we can take away from this one. Josh Yarrow, we love you. Josh Yarrow. Totally. Yes, the backwards hats, they got it done. Speaking of those backwards hats, let's bring Mason on in here. I think it's science. I think the backwards hats were the difference today.
Well, they didn't not help, apparently.
And I was not interested in figuring out if that was the case.
Why do I feel bad after just watching my team win?
We looked about as impressive as molasses rolling, slightly downhill. Like it was just blah.
I think that's
the only way
kind
I can
of
describe
it.
That second half was just, it was there.
I honestly asked this question and I want to pose it again to a more general audience. Because do we think that like this game felt bad to watch because it felt like we played down to San Jose's level? And then a second sentence to that, what business do we have playing down to anyone?
Yeah, and I think this game was. I mean, after those first two goals we scored, it felt like cruise control for the rest of the way, and and obviously it didn't blow up in our faces. I mean, but it was just
We got away with
that's
it,
why it
but-
feels so bad. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's Kay. Backwards hats. Now we know it was the backwards hats. So there you go.
They didn't not work, which is
true.
important.
It's true. That's true. But yeah,
Yeah, Jeremy asked an important question. Yeah, did we play down or does the team just suck? I'm trying to still have a little bit of optimism for the rest of the season. I'm choosing to believe we played down because if this team just sucks this bad, then that stinks.
See, I'm more optimistic than you on that. I think the talent level, we're starting to get a good talent level now. It did feel kind of like we did play down to them as the game went on, but I choose to believe that we're better than this. And maybe in 2025 we will be, but we're not better now.
Yeah.
And I think that people in the comments are like Rick Rabel here, slip the car into neutral, not cruise control. I think that's a good example.
Yeah.
And Bucket had even pointing out the main issue. We start so hot, but then we get so lukewarm as the game goes on. We cannot sustain 90 minutes.
Yeah. And I wonder about that because one of the thoughts that I had was when Horn came off for, was it Horn for Reed? I think it was.
It was Horn for Reed, yeah.
Yeah. I thought that might have been like a tactical substitution to try to get more attack pressing because I think that maybe Hack felt the same vibe that we were all feeling, which is when we are trying to sit back on defense, this team stinks, man. We got to go attack a little bit. But then that didn't really work either. We didn't let in another goal, but we didn't tremendously look lively in attack, which is kind of surprising, I feel like, because usually Jay Reed is a big injection into the attack up that wing.
Yeah. He absolutely is, which is why I like the way that partnership works, is because you inject some new energy out wide where you typically want energy in the second half. And I think that's why that partnership kind of works. But it felt like at times that he was one of the few players, like someone commented that Yarrow had a lot of energy in the second half. He was all over he was flying, in the second half to, track down long balls and make clearances. Like, I thought Yarrow had a good game today. But then you're looking at the rest of the field for that energy, and it's just not there.
Yeah, I don't know. It just, I guess I can't necessarily blame them, right? Because, we all know, right? San Jose should be cupcakes, but also we're also a team that sucks.
Yeah.
So, we have no business trying to play down to an opponent. We have to play our hardest every 90 minutes.
Well,
and I feel like maybe we didn't quite do that.
Well, one Mego seems to think that we didn't play down. We just can't play with the lead. Not a bad point. By the way, Aaron Leak, if you're watching or listening, get in here because Kane is fading. He is on the. It is now 12:42 p.m. his time, and Aaron, get in here before Kane goes into a coma.
The people yearn for Aaron.
Yes, I mean Aaron equals ratings.
Yeah. I don't know. I will say that the results kind of bear that out, right? That we can't play with a lead. But I don't necessarily think that's the problem. I think it is a problem of I don't want to say effort because that's not quite what I'm trying to say, but it's backpedaling, I feel like. We always play our best when we are front foot forward and on the gas pedal and trying to still push it forward, right?
Yeah.
Because our best defense is a high press offense. We will get burned in transitions, sometimes, but if we are constantly pressuring them, then that relieves our back line, and it's been proven over and over again that our back line is just a lot more leaky than we would like to admit. So, but we continually be like, okay, well, now we got 2 goals. let off a little bit. Do not do that, man. Because, like, so the thing that I was trying to get you to show, Tom, was the tag on the back. I don't know if you can see it, but where you have
In your head?
the chant you so famously coined.
Yes.
And, like, Berkey made some fantastic stops in this game. He probably saved the game for us. He can't do that every time, and he can't do that on every play. You need a defense to play in front of you. And if our best defense is a high-press offense, then run it, even if you're winning.
Well, and a couple good points here in the chat here. Ryan Fairley is saying that we stop playing attacking football. Brad saying that if we don't Mad Max Fury Road the game, we are pretty rough to watch. And, like, is this – this leads to another question then. Is this a symptom of our adapting style, you know, to where we aren't playing the energy drink soccer and now we're you know, is it a change in tempo and philosophy?
Unless it came from the top down, like unless this came from Lutz, then no, I don't believe so.
Yeah.
I do also perfectly believe that it could have come from Lutz, and it is top down. But we saw this under Carnell as well, because Carnell shifted out of that constant 100% press and started pulling back as well. Not quite as much as Hack has been, but that makes me think that it actually is a top-down decision. This has come from Lutz, and he's the one that wants to start trying to transition into more a kind of like mid-block to high block possession with a lot of high press triggers rather than just running Red Bulls. I can't say I blame him. Look at the Red Bulls track record. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But it's not working right now. It hasn't worked this season. So,
and also by the time this time of the year rolls around, like we saw last year, when you play that style, you're the Walking Dead at this time of the year because you're just run into the ground. And it's I talked about this before on the Ramble. Like I do wonder if this is Lutz's plan, because you know, when you think about Red Bull style of soccer, you know, you need speed, you need aggression, you need a certain type of player, you know, to make that work. And, you know, we had like a Jared Stroud last year where, you know, you put him up high and you press and press and press. But it's also a style that, like, you know, you still need talent per se, but you can get away with lesser talent when you're playing that high pressing style because you're just trying to cause chaos. You're trying to disrupt the other team. It's less about the talent that you have and more about how you're disrupting the other team. And now we are starting to get players that do have good on the ball skills. And I'm wondering if this is part of the plan. And I wonder if Lutz learned from last year, or if this was the plan all along to, you know, transition eventually out of it. Because remember, Bradley Carnell, product of, you know, the home of Red Bull soccer, you know, New York Red Bulls. I just kind of wonder if this was his long-term vision or something that maybe he adapted to after seeing us get run into the ground last year.
Well, Aaron, what do you think about the kind of system that we're playing?
I don't know, but we won tonight. So, you know what? we can complain. We have an away win. It was a good night. It was ugly at times.
I bet you're feeling a lot more jubilant than we are because you got to see it, right?
I mean, you guys got to watch it too, and it was probably warmer where you were at.
For some reason, it felt bad to watch it on TV. It's hard to explain, but like even though we won, it felt bad.
It was stressful in person too, though, because they're making some runs, and you're like, we're just holding on for dear life like we have been. But I think we really kind of started to calm down a little bit, like the last 10 minutes or so. We were the ones that made some runs, made some attacks. True. They had a couple shots, but thank God for Berkey as always.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, big time. Dude, Berkey bailed us so hard in this game.
Yeah. It could have been 4-1 or 4-2 without him.
Easily. Totally. I think he's easily man of the match tonight.
Yeah.
All right. We have a question from the panel. Kane wants to know, what is it like to see a road win?
Tell us what that's like.
Oh, Jesus. I feel like I went to enough of these that I should have seen one by now, but it took going to the worst team in the league to finally get one. So, I guess that's good planning on my part to see San Jose.
You had to go to the Cupcake Factory, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Houston was a bad idea. Obviously, Cincinnati was a bad idea. But, yeah, San Jose, not good.
Who knew that wins weren't hard to come by against San Jose? I mean, who could have saw that coming?
Yeah.
A couple of things that we noticed. Number one, I think Akil Watts, in the role that he played, definitely has Chris Durkin syndrome in that he won't stay put. I saw him in the second half. It kind of continued. He just kept. He was everywhere except where he needed to be. It felt like. Another thing I also noticed as well, and a couple people in the chat commented on this. It seemed like he was kind of slow to get back into his own zone at times.
Well, I think he's still confused on what his zone was. But the problem was, just like those last few games, we just kept getting too high. Yarrow was the only one getting back. I don't know where Hebert was on some of those long passes. And Reed loves to make the great play, but then gets burnt half the time. Luckily, he's fast, but we should not have been giving up some of those one-on-one chances in the second half that we were. Up 2-1.
Another question from one of our esteemed viewers here, Chris Gebhardt, asking, what was it like to watch soccer on what seemingly was green ice, slipping players everywhere?
Man, it was tough. I mean, they slipped too, but we slipped a lot. I mean, everybody was. Simon I think, decided just to fall down and sit on his butt because he was tired of slipping.
Yeah.
He wasn't at some point, what are you supposed to do, right? Like,
Indy kept picking mud out of his cleats. Like, every time they stopped, he was reaching down. He was pulling chunks of mud out of his shoes. So I don't know if that was part of the problem too, but it was slick.
I saw that because, like, I know that you had said that you thought that it was because the temperature had dropped, and so they got dew on the field after they'd watered it. But then, like, did they re-water it at halftime or something? Because it turned into a mud pit.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing. I mean, obviously the temperature has continued to drop. It is probably in the mid to low 60s at this point, and it's
that's actually pretty chilly compared to
for Californians, they're all wearing coats and hats.
But even compared to kickoff, that's like a 10-degree drop, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, when the sun went down, it got a little cooler. And then, I mean, you can just see where people were walking around on the field. Their footprints were left, so you knew there was moisture all over.
Yeah. But I feel like just like condensation wouldn't turn the whole pitch into a mud pit like that, right? Like,
I mean, I don't know that it was muddy. I think it was just slick because there's some divots and stuff like that. But you didn't see them kicking up chunks of mud. They were just
It was picking it out of their shoes, I guess, that I noted. But like, that's a little different, I suppose.
Kind of like clay, I guess. Yeah.
But I mean, and I don't know. It could be just their field isn't awesome, or maybe it was just having a bad day. There was something going on here last night. I know when we got to our hotel, all the lights were on and there was something over here. So maybe there was a concert or something. And so who knows, maybe there was something all over the field, chairs, a tarp or something that maybe collected additional moisture and led to the field. I don't know.
Yeah, Brad Whiteside points out in front of goal, it looked a little bit muddy. And I saw that as well.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you can see a spot where the goalie was mostly at. So, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of divots, but it was probably not as slick as it was last week in New England in the turf on the rain. So,
ask Henry Kutzler about how slick that field was.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is a real grass field at least, right?
Yes.
By the way, question for you: Aaron, did the players come over to clap for the away supporters?
Well, so there was some confusion on this. So we were all
they didn't know where you were?
Well, no, they knew where we were. So they kind of came over towards us. But then Yarrow was pointing down at like a corner. So I'm being told we have to move and leave the stadium. I'm going to walk and talk.
Okay.
So we thought that we were supposed to come down out of the section and meet them in the corner. And then by the time we got down there, we couldn't get any closer. Yarrow was there, Alm was there, but all the players had left. So it was kind of a weird, awkward, hey, we know you guys are there, but we thought we were supposed to meet them somewhere. The good news is Carolyn Kindle was here, and she came over and congratulated us. So that was pretty cool.
That's nice. Yeah. I have about as much respect for a billionaire as one should have, but it does seem like Carolyn Kindle really genuinely cares about like the fans and supporters of this team about as much as a billionaire can, right?
She was very excited. She came over, patted a lot of us on the shoulders, thanked us for coming out, was, excited, looking forward to next week against Kansas. So, yeah, I mean, yes, she's a billionaire, but I think she really, really likes soccer.
Yeah. By the way, more good news. Ryan Fairley pointing out we are not eliminated completely tonight. We're still alive.
But do you know who is? Because check out Ryan's post. KC is done.
The blue people.
Yes.
Are gone.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Now we just got to beat them. And then the season is a success.
Yeah, I just thought of that too. Like they're going to come into St. Louis thinking that maybe they can end us for good from the playoffs.
And they have a midweek game against LAFC in the U.S. Open Cup final. It's the final. They're going to have to play their guts out midweek.
We love the Open Cup in St. Louis. We love the Open Cup in St. Louis. And
they better... Yeah. If they win it, I will feel betrayed by the competition in a way that I can't quite describe why I would feel wrong done by an inanimate object. But
that's the question. I mean, do we want them to go all out and then end up winning? So they're here next weekend.
No, I want them to go all out and lose so that they're still exhausted, but they don't get to lift it.
I think that's the ideal situation, but
yeah, I do want them to go all out. If they win, then we have to. Please excuse my language, Tom. We have to kick the shit out of them. We have to do to them like you do in the elevator scene in Drive to them.
Yes.
If they win. If they lose, we can just beat them and I will be satisfied.
And we can laugh at them some more.
Yes. But they can still say they were in the final.
That's true, but we don't want them to say they're in the CONCACAF next year.
Yeah, and also there's nothing to be done about saying that they were in the final at this point, right? It's already happened.
No, I mean, but I mean, to be fair, in the semifinals they had to beat the Indy 11, which that's maybe they got a bit lucky in their draw, but yeah.
Yeah. Jeremy makes a good point. Stat of the night: City is undefeated on nights that soccer zombie kits are worn.
Yes, 1-0, baby. Last year, my Green Machine Berkey was like undefeated for a while, and eventually that fell. But the soccer zombie shirts, they got the job done tonight.
City SC is also undefeated on backwards hat nights.
That is true.
I will say though, I'm not wearing my hat backwards on day games. I'm not getting sunburnt like that again.
No, I want to be able to see. Like actual things.
I don't care about seeing. I'm not getting sunburnt like that. I haven't been sunburnt that bad in 12 years.
Jeez. All right, so Aaron, I think you thanks so much for joining us. First of all, by the way, overall, would you like for those that are thinking of making a road trip? Would you say seeing a Quakes game in person at their home stadium? Worth it? Not worth it? Overall, what'd you think of the experience there?
Well, so it's hard to say because we got here pretty late. Like, we didn't get to enjoy a lot of the tailgating festivities and stuff like that. But it is a nice stadium. San Jose and obviously the Bay Area is a great place to take a long weekend. So I would say, yes, if you're looking to try to do an away game next year, it's a winnable game, which always is not.
Oh no, have we lost Aaron? I think he's gone out of Wi-Fi range.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're coming back. No, you're gone. Alrighty, that was Aaron.
I can't believe it worked as well as it did.
Oh wait, no, he's back.
No.
back.
We pulled the plug too early.
I think I was on Wi-Fi and I left
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, no, I would say San Jose, absolutely. Y'all should come out here. It's a beautiful area. It's a winnable game. It's a nice stadium. Fans were pretty cool. Good food. Why not? Road trips are fun.
And one final question from Kane, who is clinging on to consciousness on the East Coast right now. Overall, how were the vibes in general from the Quakes fans?
It was a 13 versus 14 matchup that meant absolutely nothing.
So it was
They
just
were in it.
It was like Houston, basically, what you're saying.
They were excited when they scored a goal, and they were excited through the second half when they were making chances. The crowd started to get loud. The supporter section did a really good job, for both ends. Yeah, so it wasn't a huge one, but I really think that they did their best to try to create the vibe. There was some chance of earthquakes going on during the second half. So, for a team that's out of it, not really playing for anything, I think the fans did a pretty good job.
I think that maybe we could stand to take a little bit of a lesson from that, if I'm being honest. Not necessarily from this crowd, but like the St. Louis City fan base in general, where I'm seeing a lot of like the Wojak with the gun to his head while he's screaming and his eyes are bleeding about the team. And it's like,
that's a visual.
You can just like the team even if we're not doing very good this year.
Right. That's it's soccer. You're gonna have peaks and valleys. It's part of being a fan. People need to realize that.
We're not gonna win the West every year.
No.
I mean,
maybe a long time before you win the West again.
Arguably, we shouldn't have won the West last year.
also that.
Progression to the mean. Excuse me. All right, Aaron. I'll let you go, man. But thank you so much for joining me. And you're gonna be at SKC next week, right?
Oh, hell yeah. If I came all the way to San Jose for a game, you think I'm going to miss Kansas City next week?
Oh, exactly. Well,
all right.
Just like last time, you got an invitation to hang out with us in the supporter section, if that's where you're going to be.
Awesome. Awesome.
And enjoy the Bay for the rest of your time.
All right. Yeah, we got to fly home, so get some sleep out there because I know it's late for you guys.
It just hit midnight, so we're tapping out. So
yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Aaron.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.
All right. Aaron.
Right. Jeremy, I have an answer to your question. Us beating San Jose means that San Jose are the Wooden Spoon winners, I believe.
Yay! Congratulations! You won something, San Jose. All right. You know what? It is 12:01, as I mentioned. It's 12:01 on the clock behind me. I'm tired. And I was seriously thinking about stepping away there, like during the boring second half, and like making some eggs or something. I'm regretting that because like egg sounds really good right now, honestly.
Yeah, but it's also now midnight.
That's true, but it wouldn't be St. Louis. I wouldn't be a true St. Louisan if I didn't have some eggs after midnight, in some way, shape, or form.
Rick, YouTube channel turns into a pumpkin.
Yeah, the clock struck 12. Oh, man. On that note, I'm your resident soccer zombie, Tom Franklin. That is your producer, Mason, of the River City Ramble. A new episode coming out next week to talk about, something about this game. We won. Yay. And Mason, thanks a lot for joining me for these, as always. Thanks for being my back-end producer. You did a good job tonight.
Well, after I remembered that I had to do the job.
We forget about that. It's fine. You redeemed yourself. So everyone, have a good night. Thanks a lot for joining me. This was actually fun, for being an absolute, dreck of a game. You guys made it fun. So
thanks for hanging out, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye for now.